I am not muted. Hello? 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. Oh, shh. We are. You're not. I am. 1 second. Hello, and welcome to the Dungeon Lounge. I might not have muted myself. I thought I was muted, or maybe I just unmuted and I'm good. And I'm good. Meanwhile, my phone has fallen asleep. 1 second.
Oh no. Well, it ain't no stream without some scuff.
Yeah. Oh, okay, 1 second.
Hi, Pika. Hi, Silver Knight. Welcome.
1 second. I'm still. There we go.
Hope your days are going well. Oh,
there we go.
Hi, there you are.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Don't mind me. I'm just the scuff. I'll have to check the VOD afterward to make sure I was muted. Oops.
Oops.
It's okay. But yeah, Silver Knight, it is correct. That was Ghost. You're failing to kill a really big yokai. Oh no.
Oh no.
I hope yeah, you'll get there eventually. I know Sascha or not Sascha, Flora. You're Sascha.
Yes, I'm Sascha.
Yes, you're Sascha. You didn't play Neo. Flora did.
No.
And she said that wasn't no, I'm thinking of Sekiro.
Oh, yeah. Well, that also had a whole
lot of demons and bullshit. Oh, I'm glad your day went well, Teacup. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. Thank you. As I was just discussing with Elizabeth pre-stream, I had a random emotional day, so I went and bought myself a comfort burger for dinner, which
sometimes
I will slowly.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you got to do. I'm sure the post from Necro Joe also was inspirational.
It might have been.
I freely admit sometimes my food cravings are very much decided by what I see that day, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like one good picture of a cheesecake and it's like, ooh, cheesecake exists.
Oh yeah. Somebody mentions pizza and within my vicinity and suddenly I'm craving pizza. So you know.
I'm a very susceptible person when it comes to food.
Yeah, the weight of my heart is through my stomach, very clearly.
Well, I'll be honest. A lot of people are very food motivated. Like, I was in a meeting not too long ago at my work, and we were talking about launching a new portal or whatever. And they were like, oh, well, we need to make sure that staff are aware of it and training because it's an internal portal. And I'm like, have you considered offering food? And they're like, what? Well, you want people to come in person to see this demo, right? Yes. Have you considered offering food? It doesn't have to be a lot. It could be just Timbits. But have you considered offering food? And apparently my suggestion was taken under advisement. So maybe snackies.
Free food is best food.
It's true.
Food you steal from somebody else is even better.
Oh, thievery food. All right, so we're doing more of the Magical Cafe. So I have this piece to paint. It's going to be pink. And then we got a whole lot more pink after that.
Oh.
Pink.
Speaking of food, you're working on a cafe.
Pink. Yep.
That is very on brand for you, Liz.
Yes.
Seafoodery. Yeah, it's like Assassin's Creed food version. Your goal is to steal everybody's food. I don't know, to prevent the evil corporation from... I don't know. I lost track.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. All I know is this burger is really good.
I am glad you're enjoying it.
Thank you. I'm glad too. For what I paid for it, it should be good.
Yeah, but what to say, they ain't cheap.
No, it's not in this day and age.
Take out indulgences in this economy.
And
have you heard of the tariffs? Sorry.
Eating in this economy?
Yeah. Eating anything other than ramen, like not like the good ramen, but like the instant ramen that you get for 99 cents.
I mean, let's be honest. That stuff has kept many a person going.
Oh no, I ain't judging the ramen. I'm judging the economy. That, you know, like it's one thing to be like, I'm gonna have my terrible indulgence craft dinner or whatever, right? It's another thing to be like, I can't afford anything but craft dinner.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
Oh yeah.
If I'm going to have something cheap, I want it to be by my choice, not because I'm required to, so I may survive.
I mean, I bought an entire flat of ramen at Costco.
Oh, I bet.
And I
Oh,
still have a couple left.
wow.
I was
I do
like,
find like at least with those like ramen packs, it's like it's relatively inexpensive to like punch them up if you know what I mean. Like you can be
oh
like,
yeah,
oh, I
yeah.
can add, some onions to it, or I can maybe add an egg, or I can add maybe I've got some leftover chicken in the fridge and I can just throw that into like you can kind of like make it punch above its weight.
Yeah, except I never do because I'm lazy as hell.
Fair
I
enough,
mean,
fair
what?
enough.
Did I say
No, no,
that?
no. I
Yeah,
won't
no,
judge.
I'm a lazy griffin.
It's okay.
I just make it the way it's supposed to be,
Mm.
but I keep trying, like I keep watching videos of like Korean people like
Mm.
going to like 24-hour ramen stores where you can also put like eggs and meat
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. It's like, okay, first off, bucket list.
Yeah.
Go to Korea or Japan, wherever,
Get
and
ramen.
go to one of those 24-hour ramen places where they have like every single thing you could ever need, and
All
you
your
get an
ramen you
entire
need.
meal. Yes, and you get an entire meal for like what, like maybe $10 or something, which is like
Mm.
ridiculous
That is
and
ridiculous. Redonkulous.
redonkulous. Oh, it was Mr. Noodles, so I mean, it was just regular ramen.
Instant ramen.
It's
Cup
just
noodles.
it was in a cup instead of having to make it in a pot, which is also great for lazy
Mm.
griffins like me.
It is true. Years ago when I was able to go to Japan, like every morning I was just wandering over the Kobeni and just being like, all right, let me just grab me a quick breakfast, get me some onigiri and some stuff, and now I've got my noms for the day. Well, not for the day,
Oh,
but for that moment.
like the 7-Elevens in like Japan and Korea and
Mm.
everything, they're all like super amazing. And then you come here and like the pop machine is broken or the pop is
Mm.
flat. They don't like all this stuff that's, that you can buy to eat looks like it's been there for 10 hours. And
Ugh.
like, meanwhile, you go to like, a 7-Eleven in like, you know,
Mhm.
Japan in right in the middle of downtown, and it has like full on meals and ramen
Yeah,
and special drinks that you can make yourself with and they have cups filled with ice just so that you can do those special drinks, and it's like,
yeah.
why can't that be here?
So funny that you mentioned that. Apparently, 7-Eleven is aware of the disparity and are in the process of piloting, at least in the United States, expanded service 7-Elevens that more match what they're doing in Japan. Because they have noticed that their sales in North America are declining. So they want to expand their affordability and offer more options. And I suspect, as much as I hate to say it, like it is, capitalism at the end of the day, because it's like, you know, the prospect of like like the idea of the food desert, where it's like if the 7-Eleven is the closest thing to you and it offers something decent,
Yeah.
people will buy that even if it's more expensive than going to the grocery store, because the 7-Eleven may be the most accessible thing to them.
Yeah, well, it's like if you're working two jobs and your only free time
Mm,
is when all the other stores are closed and 7-Eleven is your only option or
yeah.
whatever. But yeah.
Konbini. Yeah, we're talking about konbinis.
Hi, Lennon.
Hello.
Yes, I I will admit, after watching all of those videos on YouTube, it was like, come to a ramen 24-hour ramen eatery with me, and
Yeah.
those pointed videos
Yeah.
and all those like little shorts on Facebook and everything. I'm just like, please
Yeah.
take me with you.
Why do we live
Like,
here, the land of cheap hot dogs?
and
That's
it's like,
not fair. I do like cheap hot dogs too.
Costco hot dogs are the best cheap hot dogs.
Mm. There was
They're only
one
like,
at my university that I really liked. They had a really good cart of like toppings. So it was like you got like one, you got the street meat night, the good char and all that stuff. And then
yeah.
I got to put on some nice pickles and some honey muskie, and I was a happy banshee.
Oh, nice.
And they were like $2.
Oh, dang. Yeah,
I'm
that's not
pretty sure
bad.
they're not that price anymore. Inflation is a thing, but
Yep. Ooh, Silver Knight coming in with some
Ooh.
philosophical musings.
You ever think of how America is the continent, but people use it to say the United States? Funnily enough that you say that, when I talk to friends in Europe or the UK, they use America to refer to all three countries. Because I've had that kind of conversation where they'll be like, "Oh, you Americans," and I'm like, "Excuse me, excuse me," and they'll be like, "No, no, no, because you're from the Americas. You aren't from the New World. You're in the Americas." So it is very much it's a very much the our side of the world thing that America tends to be shorthand for the United States, because Europe doesn't treat it as that. They treat it as like America's covers North America and South America.
I think they will definitely need to start differentiating.
Yeah, I am.
No offense to all our American friends. Yes. I love you very much.
But please escape when you can.
Yeah.
Flee while you can.
Yes, please be safe. Please take care of yourselves and those you love and those you know and love. Times are going to be tough, but sending you lots of love from up here.
Yeah, I did see some very depressing stories today on Blue Sky. People who are like, "I'm canceled." Like I was going to travel to the United States for the upcoming convention season, and I've decided I've canceled my flights. I'm not coming.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that Mango Mussolini is just was caught on a hot mic saying to the president of El Salvador, "Hey, you want to start building some more prisons? We're going to start sending the homegrowns now." It's like, what?
Jesus, yeah.
And apparently, I mean, I saw at least one political video on YouTube speculating that it was completely intentional.
Oh, I'm sure it was. I don't think. Yeah. Let's put it this way. Yeah. I don't think him being told that he was mic'd was going to stop that comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the thing is I get it. I get the concern. Like I'm like it's entirely possible that like at least for now it is maybe premature, but I understand the concern. I would right now if someone said, "Hello, Elizabeth, you have won a trip to Las Vegas to go to WrestleMania," I would have a good hard think about whether or not I want to risk going through border control.
Well, like, that's the thing. Yeah, it's very super terrifying.
Yeah.
And I feel nothing but sympathy for all the poor people who did not vote for the current dictator.
Yeah.
Suffering. The ones that did, you made your bed, but
I would say even for the ones that did, I have a lot of sympathy for them because like a lot of them, like it's hard to like it's one of those things where it's hard to blame a person who doesn't have all the like yes, the information was out there, but if you were isolated from that information, if you're just going by like what you hear in the speeches or things like that, you're like, "Oh, he wants to make things affordable. He wants to bring jobs back to America or whatever." Like it's telling that this stuff all comes up, after years of the American education system being underfunded and, critical thinking's gone out the windy. So,
well, I think to a certain degree, maybe, but everybody got an effective preview of it the first time Mango was
fair enough.
there.
Fair enough.
And everybody, most people, even the ones out in, Hicktown, Redneckville, USA, they're going to have a cell phone that has internet or know somebody who does, or they have a town library, like, or they went to school. It's like, like, I
get it. Yeah.
It's not that I don't have sympathy. It's just I have it only to a certain degree for those people.
That's fair.
For everybody else who's suffering and has done everything they can and is those people, like I know somebody in Texas who desperately wants to escape.
Oh, I bet,
my brother-in-law, like he's basically excommunicated half of his family because they're all MAGA. Like he just refuses to talk to them because they've gotten so toxic.
Yeah, like you gotta do what you gotta do, but it still sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's brutal. It has literally torn families apart.
Yes, 100%.
Like, that's how horrible it is. Nobody should have to.
Yeah. And that is an awful pun, Silver Knight, but good job.
Yeah.
But
also,
yeah.
Big hugs to Teacup.
Yeah, definitely.
I have all the sympathy in the world for, I mean, I don't know what other term to use, so please forgive me if I'm using the wrong word, but for all the sane people. If that, for all the people who, yeah. Oh, kitty.
Oh, you're over visiting Mercurius.
Oh, look at you! You're so cute. Yes, you are, kitty. Yes, you are.
Oh yeah. We probably should move on topics. It's only because, like,
Oh, yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. All right. So, what's new in Elizabethville?
Well, I've been watching a new anime. You might enjoy it.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
It's called Moonrise. It was quietly dropped on Netflix last week, I would say. I'm not all the way through it yet, but the basic premise is kind of like, you've got Earth, which is run by apparently a super benevolent AI, which I'm sure is not at all terrible. And then they've got like a little elevator that takes them up to the moon, and the moon does all the colony work.
Mm-hmm.
And then the moon is like, no, revolution. And then you've got the characters who all suffered a terrorist attack from the moon rebels, and are now learning low gravity combat skills to go fight the rebellion on the moon.
Ooh.
But anyways, it's just one of those things where it's kind of like a fun, like, little, like, political thingy dude. But on the moon,
I saw a preview for that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. The big kind of, like, draw for the show, or at least what they've been advertising it as, like the little bits I've seen, is the character designs are done by the person who did Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they had a hand in the story.
Mm.
But she did all the character designs and stuff like that. That sounds like Ace Combat, the elevator part, maybe.
Also, I'm loving the hot pink that you're painting.
Yeah, pinkies. Well, we're going to be doing a lot of it.
Yeah.
To the moon.
We have reached the hot pink stage.
Yeah. Oh, the pinky pink. Would you like pink? Here is pink.
Pink.
Yeah, pinky pink.
To the moon, boys. Oh.
Alrighty, and flippy. But I've been enjoying it so far. It does have a bit of like the main character has clearly been given a love interest, so that way you don't write yaoi about these two boys, and it's like, but when the guy's in danger, he ain't calling out for his girlfriend, now is he?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
How big would you...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just reading Silver Knight's question.
Oh.
Make it gay. Yeah, basically, make it gay. How big would you say a spider pig monster thing is if you're as tall as its hoof? Big.
Pretty tall. Yeah.
I mean, do you care about this discussion in metric or in imperial?
I barely know Canadian. I don't know any American.
Well, unfortunately, Canadian is just a terrible mix of metric and imperial.
Yeah.
If you want to bake, use imperial. If you want to put something in the oven, use imperial. If you want to know what your weight is, use imperial. Are you going to drive? Use kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, everything but metric is imperial. Yeah, Canada is this horrible mix.
Well, the reason for that kind of makes sense, because it's like, well, where does Canada get its ovens or its scales from? They're imported from the U.S., and the U.S. makes them in imperial. So
yeah,
that's why you end up with this weird bleed, even though technically we've adopted metric.
Yep. My roommate and I have been watching this anime on Crunchyroll called How the Genius Prince Raised a Kingdom Out of Debt.
Ah, yes, I've heard of that one.
It's pretty hilarious. Because the prince is a legitimate... he is a legitimate tactical genius, both on and off the battlefield. But all he wants to do is just retire into laziness. So his entire goal is to raise the value of his kingdom so that he can sell it off to somebody and then retire to like some mansion in the country. But instead he ends up having to do all the politics and negotiations and marrying people. And he's like, why do people keep asking me to do things? I don't want to do things.
There was a joke I saw not too long ago that talked about like that the best person to do any task is an inherently lazy person, because as long as they do the task properly, they're going to find the most efficient way of doing that task so they could go back to being lazy.
I'd say that would be a crapshoot, if only because the lazy person could also
they have to be inherently competent, I guess would be the thing, right?
Because I mean, speaking as a lazy person myself, I will happily half-ass something if it means getting something just done just enough.
Yeah.
So, did I just do laundry? I'll roll up my clothes and put them in the basket and then put them away later. And then later ends up being 3 weeks later because I'm tired and work and emotions.
The funny thing you mentioned laundry, I remember seeing something talking about like the one thing that everyone should be grateful for to the millennial generation is normalizing not ironing your clothes. Like we can all go outside with our unironed dress shirts because the millennial generation refused, on the whole, to learn how to iron their shirts. I mean, I know how to iron my shirt if I want to. I just generally choose not to because I'm lazy.
Well, I learned how to iron because I also do some sewing. So
yeah, like there's that part is part of the skill, like because you have to properly press your seams. Press your seams, everyone.
Yep.
Press your seams.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Exactly.
But also press your seams.
Yeah, I miss sewing though. I have no room where I am.
Oh God, yeah, and I'm the same way. Like I did a couple last year. I did some custom stockings for a couple friends, and what was I gonna say? I basically had to like get out my sewing machine, do basically a blitz of sewing, and then I had to pack it up and put it away because I don't normally have room for it. So it was like it goes on the kitchen table. I do just do all the sewing all in one day and then put it back.
It's like I found some of my sewing stuff in the storage area where a lot of my stuff is because I moved into a postage stamp.
Yep.
But I'm basically gonna have when I restart sewing, because I fully intend to, because I really miss there's a certain thrill in making something that you can wear or use and know that you made it.
Yeah.
However imperfect it may or may not be.
It's yours.
But, yeah. When my niece was born, I sewed her a couple of pillowcases and they're still at the house, even though she's like 7 years old now.
Aww.
And it's really cute that she still uses them because she had them when she was little.
A baby.
A baby.
A babel.
A baby. Baby. And yeah, so and I would love to like sew some kind of cosplay related thing for myself. Like I still want to make myself a Jedi, and
don't be Jedi, Sascha.
Yeah, because it was always my goal to be in both the 501st. Plastic Spaceman.
Sorry, I just realized I don't need to put the brush in the water because the next thing I'm painting is going to be pink, so I don't need to clean off my brush. That's me. I'm dumb. Anyways, hi.
Hi. Yeah, it was always my goal to be in both the Imperials and the Rebels cosplay groups.
Cool. So, Silver Knight question: is Tomboys and Punks, is that a specific show, or are you referring to the aesthetic?
Oh, that's cool, Teacup.
Oh, cool. That's good. Yeah, like that's also I would say kind of a lost skill.
Oh, yeah.
Like being able to go like, oh no, the seam is ripped. I can fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Like so much clothes design nowadays, especially if you go to like Shein and stuff like that. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Like they're designed to basically like, oh, you ripped it. Oh, well, you paid $5 for it, so throw it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you didn't like it. I think it's like called fast fashion or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's cheaper to throw it out and buy it, and faster to throw it out and buy a new one.
Look, I've completed a skew because this piece, according to the instructions, I don't have to paint it. I just have to sand it down, but I don't paint it, which means one more board complete.
Good job.
Once I sand it.
Yay.
Yay.
You did the thing.
Yeah, it's trend and aesthetic stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize how big this burger would be.
Well, again, a value for dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is definitely also going to be potentially the case that fast fashion may be too much to import.
Mm-hmm.
This is Muse, not Radio, but Muse is inspired by Radiohead, and I think they're both also British, so there's probably overlap in that Venn diagram. Hello,
Hi,
Tater.
Peter.
How are you? Oh, since you're here, I can do the Hull show off now. I'll just put this piece. So, Tater, things have arrived. I'm going to show you the things that have arrived.
Woohoo!
Have to have a sippy. All right. So first things first. The ruler. This is a ruler.
Ooh.
It is a ruler.
Ooh.
I will.
It is a nice ruler.
It is a nice ruler. It's metal. I haven't taken it out of its package yet because I haven't needed it. There's instructions.
Very nice.
Oh, this was also produced in Montreal, Quebec. Here, I'll bring that up.
Ooh, it's a Canadian.
It's a Canadian ruler. Anyway,
Yay.
and then next we have X-Acto blades that goes in here when this blade gets dull. These are the replacement.
Metric and Evil Empire. Yep.
Yeah. And then we also have this thingy of tweezers.
Ooh, tweezers.
Tweezers. I don't have them out because at least not for today. Like I'm using the smaller tweezers just because like I'm doing like painting as opposed to like gripping. And then we have the nail files. So you can see all the different like little types of nail files to get into various small corners. This is definitely going to see a lot of use in the mini painting.
Oh yeah, especially for AdMech.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Well, of course, no person ever changes them frequently enough. And then finally, we have the pièce de résistance. This is a weighted, like it's a weighted thing of tweezers. So you can see here, like you can push things in, and then it holds it. And then the idea is that you can then put it down, and it holds itself there. So if you need to like work on something with both your hands and then have it be free tweezed, that is where these things come in. Because this thing, like this part down here, like unfortunately, it's hard to communicate over camera. This thing is hella heavy.
Oh,
like
okay.
it is meant to like hold weight.
Very nice. Very nice.
No, don't. What do you mean use them for cooking? No.
Grim?
No.
No. Bad Grim.
No.
No cookie.
No. But anyway, so that is the hull. It is chonky. I don't disagree. But does not mean it is for the cooking. It is not a food safe set of tweezers. But yeah, that is the hull. Yeah, and then the weighted tweezers, actually there was a set of two, one where the tweezers point straight and then one where they point at an angle.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So again, thank you very much, Tater. But I did want to kind of just, confirm that everything arrived. So this is the next board I'm going to be working on. So thankfully on this one I don't have to paint everything, but I do have to paint this. All of these have to be pink. And this also has to be pink. And this has to be white. And this has to be golden. This is all pink. And then so I'm gonna pull out this part first. And then we'll worry about put a fresh blade. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to remove blades off this thing safely, and I don't want to do it on stream. Like this is a thing where I'm
Pink
going to
all
look
the
up
things.
instructions. What?
Oh, teacup.
Yeah,
is
pink
saying,
all the
pink
things.
all the things. That would
Everything.
definitely
What is the
fit
color?
this
When in
thing.
doubt, pink.
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 I'm just going to close this for a second while I'm not painting. There. Keep your paints moist. Ugh, I hate that word. Keep your paints wet. There. Ugh, that's not even better. Ugh. Why have you ruined words? Whoever made the words moist and wet terrible. Fuck you.
Words are hard.
No, they're not that they're hard. They just sound wrong.
Yeah.
Whoever ruined the words. Fuck you. Okay, now I missed that spot up there. I blame weirdos. Fair. Let's blame the weirdos.
Yep.
There we go. So this is going to get painted. This part doesn't have to get painted, but does have to be punched out. And it looks like that there's like these will stack at some point. I am seeing the plan. They're stackable. Stackable. Fuck your chicken strips. Oh, warning. Those blades when yes. Yes, you do need to be very careful with fresh X-Acto. Like it's one of those things where it's unfortunate dichotomy where like technically a dull blade is less safe than a very sharp blade, but that doesn't mean a very sharp blade is safe. It just means it's less dangerous.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you've had some experiences like when you've been trimming armor pieces and stuff like that for your cosplays, Sascha.
Oh God.
the sound of knowing.
Corn has taken his share of blood.
Yes.
Sacrifices have been made.
I understand the hint that you're trying to communicate, Tater, but I don't have the instructions handy about how I'm supposed to take how this blade out safely, and I'm not going to guess because that's probably going to be less safe. I'll take some time to properly investigate blade exchanges.
Did I ever tell you about my adventures making my scout trooper?
I recall you sharing some photos of you bleeding for it, but by all means, please regale us the full details and not the bloody aftermath.
No, I'd much rather not. But I was just using it as a point to illustrate that, yes, I have very much suffered for the cause. Blood for the blood god, indeed. Oh, Taylor is clarifying.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes, you should change your blades often. No disagreement there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, it is very much because like if you get used to using dull blades, you're used to like having to kind of like push in and like saw almost, which is part of the reason why they're less safe than a clean blade. But a good blade, it goes through like butter. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Like butter.
Because you're funny.
No, it's because my parents had a bad habit.
Oh.
But they watched a lot of British TV or whatever, and all they remembered were the funny accent voices.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just copy them because I don't have original thoughts. I just quote.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is all like the entirety of like everybody. Not like Buddha, more like friggin' air. Oh no. Like those samurai swords that go through that, like, you know, you see them like they drop a piece of like silk on the samurai blade and it just goes bleh.
Yeah. I when I was like super young, I got in trouble for saying bloody hell at school because I'd been watching so much British comedy with my parents.
God. I learned my swearing from my father when he yelled at the TV about the football on the TV. And then and then of course the inevitable question, who taught you those swear words? And it's like, I know the answer is my father taught me these swear words because I watched him yell, "Run, you bastard, run, you fucking piece of shit," at the TV during the Steelers game. But if I say I learned it from you, I'm going to get grounded more.
Yep.
Anyway.
Now on to my fries and gravy.
I am trying to control myself so much around my nephew because he's now at the age where he's absorbing words that he hears.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I can't get away with saying casual fuck, which is sad because come on, a good old casual fuck, like, hey, fuck you. Come on.
I trained myself to say sci-fi swear words.
Ooh, that might be a good idea.
Track.
Yeah.
And
maybe I should get there's like cyberpunk swear words and things like that. Like, like how like in cyberpunk, like a friend is like, "Hey, choom." I should figure out what cyberpunk uses for fuck. Yeah, smegging.
Smeg. Yep.
You would rather die? No, no giving up the swear words. The terrible twos will be just the 2-year-old running around going, "Fuck you, fuck you, mother." And then my sister yelling at me, "What have you done? What have you done to my son?" I'd be like,
I like saying crack.
Yeah.
It's not as satisfying.
Yeah.
It does the trick when there's like 3-year-olds running around or whatever.
Yeah. Shock you with the horse you rode in on.
The fact that Spider-Man 2099 was Oscar Isaac just makes things so much better.
Yeah. We finally have a date on that. I think I've mentioned before, but I'm very happy. Because when I didn't realize when I went to see that movie, it was going to end on a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah.
And then it ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, various screaming noises.
Uh-huh.
My boy. Which movie? So there's the Spider-Verse, or not the Spider-Verse, the animated Spider-Verse ones, which Miles Morales. They've been doing the trilogy, and the second movie came out, I think in 2013 now, maybe even 2022. No, 2013, not 2023.
I was about to say that's
wrong year. Anyways, it was supposed to come out, I think, in 2024 because they were supposed to be doing a 6-month delay, but apparently they did a massive script rewrite, and that resulted because there was already CG work for it done that had to be scrapped. Like whatever rewrite decision was made apparently was that big. And so as a result, the movie got delayed until this year or next year. Not even this year, it's next year.
Wow.
Next year. Word's hard. Yeah, they're doing it's got Spider-Gwen.
I play a stupid Marvel game on my cell phone, so I get my Marvel that way.
Yeah, the new hotness seems to be the Marvel rivals, if only because Emma Frost came out and she has junk in the trunk and thunder thighs.
Oh, no, I play Marvel Strike Force on my phone.
Yes.
And it's one of those freemium.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay, but it really helps if you do.
Yeah, you won't suck if you do.
I refuse to pay.
That's fair.
So it means my development is slower, but whatever.
You just gotta be patient.
Yeah, I will maybe eventually buy something, but
you don't have to.
I did my buying in other games that I don't play anymore. So
yeah, that's the kind of the thing is like I never. That's what I try and balance it with. Is that this will not be a forever game. This isn't going to be a game that I pick up. It could be entirely possible 6 months from now I won't be paying for it, so I have to be or playing it anymore. So I have to kind of very much be the case of like, maybe some money, but don't go crazy.
Yep.
Though I do respect like the gacha or like the those games that at least like respect your time.
Yeah. Oh.
And they don't just feel predatory, you know? Like it feels like they actually give a shit.
Yeah. Well, like the freemium games that have a good balance, I don't really mind so much.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you could buy stuff, but you can still play without.
You can enjoy all the
stuff.
story and the content by just
Yeah. And that's what I tend to do. I mean, do I try to like min max my characters? Of course.
Sure, of course.
Yeah, but you know, it's not like, oh my god, I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like the actual like I cannot progress in the game until I pay them money.
Yeah. It's like, it's not that you can't progress, it's just that it takes longer.
No, there are some like there's at least in Candy Crush, my understanding is there's a hard point where you will not be able to beat the levels anymore without being able to use the bonuses that come from paying for like bonus times or things like that. Like they're like it's my understanding is the practice is somewhat dying, but there are games that do like if you don't put money in, you are hard capped at like level 100 or something, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing Candy Crush on and off, and I haven't encountered that, but I mean, maybe I just haven't gotten to the level.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm speaking secondhand. I've never played Candy Crush in my life.
Yeah. I mean, it's a stupid, shiny game.
Yeah, my stupid shiny game was Bejeweled.
That too is a good game.
Yeah. You're playing Warzone? I don't know the Warzone series, Tater. But I'm glad you enjoy it. Like, I mean, yeah, like I still every so often put in my SNES game. So that's generally what I want to do. It's like if I want a game, I might just go back to something I used to play when I was small. Actually, the one I'm playing recently is a game on the Switch called I Am Setsuna. That's what I've been kind of playing in my off-stream time, and I'm not doing productive things because later this week I gotta be a good adult and do some baking for Easter.
Easter. Yes, Easter.
Yeah. I am making something called a quark tart.
Ooh.
So please give me your blessings that I don't fucky it uppy.
I believe.
I don't even know if I pronounced it correct.
I believe.
Oh, I thank you.
You're welcome.
My first time doing like a cooking project that actually involves like gelatin and not like Jello gelatin. Not like put Jello in. Oh no, my Lady Gaga's coming. It showed up on the playlist. My shame.
Oh.
It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care if you listen to Lady Gaga.
Some people care.
If it makes you happy, I don't.
Yeah.
Because your friend Liz, and whatever makes
Liz
happy.
That was really funny, Lenneth, is I started playing I Am Setsuna, I would say about a week before I saw the alert on Blue Sky that Trollymog was playing it on stream. And I was like I literally sent her a message at Discord being like, get out of my brain. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what do you mean you're streaming I Am Setsuna? I'm playing that game right now off stream. And she's like, oh shit. But yeah, here's a little shit and I want to stab him in the face.
In the face?
I'm a little kid with a tail and I'm adorable and precocious and people should like me. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh.
Sorry. I have feelings about this boy.
Clearly.
Also, I have feelings about Setsuna, who's like forever being in trouble.
Oh no.
For someone whose game's not named after them, he should probably stop getting kidnapped so fucking often. Anyways, la 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 la.
Oh, Liz.
Don't mind me, I have feelings.
That's okay. You're allowed.
I do. You beat the weird yokai. Congratulations. That is awesome. I'm sure the bosses in Neo are no joke, so congrats on beating that yokai.
Yes. Congratulations.
I will say, though, in I Am Setsuna, the penguins are fucking adorable.
Aww.
But they have like those little fangs, so they're like scary cute.
Oh, they're evil penguins?
Yeah, they're like basic enemy type.
Like the kind that's gonna attack the U.S. because of the tariffs on Heard and McDonald Island?
Yes.
Sorry. That's all I'm gonna say for that, but
That's all right.
The door was opened. I couldn't not go through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, friends.
That's okay. I forgive you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm so glad we can stream.
Yeah.
It's nice to stream with you, Liz.
Yeah, it's nice to just kind of take a break and chill.
Yeah.
Get some painting done.
For sure.
Painting. Painting.
Painting.
So at a certain point, I will run out of things to paint, and I'll have to go into like as glue and assembly miniature parts. But that's okay.
Well, assembly is also part of the process.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh, Teacup is sipping tea.
Heresy. Or Teacup is committing cannibalism because if she's the teacup and she's drinking tea, that means she's drinking from herself.
Oh.
Teacup, how could you do this to yourself? You're wonderful in love. Don't do it. Don't drink yourself. You'll become nothing.
Oh, no.
You're friends. You have friends and you are loved. Don't do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, Liz.
I don't know. I'm a shit.
Jeez.
I might be sleep deprived.
Oh, no. You are a being of chaos.
It's true.
Teacup.
She'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Liz.
Yes,
Are any of your gremlins around?
No. I think they're passed out on the couch. I'm sorry. You did get to see Feral Beast a little bit before stream.
I did.
She did come by.
Just,
she might come by later. I find if it's gonna happen, it'll be around 10. Because that's when they feel like they want the noms. And I am en route to the noms.
Well, thank you, Teacup.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's a song about dumplings. Man, I could go for dumplings.
Dumplings. Ugh, my stomach's been a bit wonky all day, and
Oh yeah, I bet.
And then,
and you're probably also like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like you mentioned the burger. I'm wondering like if your anemia is kicking up too.
Oh yeah. Well, sometimes I can't tell if I actually have taken my pills because I forget.
Yeah. That I find what I do is I have one of those like daily pilly thingies.
Yeah, I need to get one of those.
Yeah, I have like mine does like and what can helpful is that you can take out the day, you can like there's like a bigger container and each day slots into it. So like say for instance when I go to work in the office, I can grab like just the Tuesday pills, and that way I'm not taking the whole damn thing into work.
Oh.
For all my vitamins, so that way I just stick it in my lunch, and when I have my lunch, I have my vitamins. And then
I might just dash out to the store and pick one up.
Yeah. Because I find it's the same thing. Yeah, like I will legitimately have moments where I blank out and been like, did I take my meds?
Yeah. Ooh, interesting, Tater.
There a guy who's I bet that would be very ancient and terrifying. The ancient horse technology.
Yeah.
Not unlike the legend of Horse Boat.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I'm going to feel like an old person when I buy it, though.
You know what?
It's an old person thing.
Get a cool looking one. I saw one on Amazon that looks like sushi. Get a sushi one. Then you don't feel like...
I'm on a self-imposed non-ordering stuff online.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So unless you want to order me one and I can pay you back for it.
So you're not opposed to for other people ordering online, just as long as you don't do the ordering online.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, it will change eventually.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not in the right place for it.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I will say that there's probably like makers that make fun pill cases too, like not necessarily from the conglomerate.
Yeah. Oh, right now I just need utility. I don't have an Amazon wish list actually.
No. Just a throne.
Just a throne, and that's only because I'm a streamer. If people hadn't said, "Hey Sascha, get a throne to me," like 10 billion times, I probably wouldn't have even made one. But people were like, "Sascha, you need a throne. Sascha, you need a throne. Sascha." I'm just like, "Fine, here you go."
I'm so sorry people want to buy things for you, Sascha. Damn their generosity. I mean, like, fuck you.
Well, it's just that I don't want people to spend their money on me.
I know.
Random dork on the internet. Like, spend your money on yourself. Take care of yourself. That would make me happy, because in this economy, we all need every cent we can get. So I made it, but I don't want people to use it. If that makes sense, because I'm a weirdo. I'm just like,
no, I get it. I get that feeling of like they're like it's every so often you have that like guilt of whatever, you know, like there's children starving in Africa. Don't buy me a chair. I don't need a chair. I'm fine. I'll just eat this ramen off the ground.
Yeah. I'll retire into a premium cardboard box.
Ooh, premium. Corrugated even.
Yes. That is not to say that I don't appreciate Tater's gigantic contribution to my cosplaying, and Lennox as well. It's more just, you know.
No, I get it, yeah.
A gift to me is you taking care of yourself. You still having the ability to have a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and bills paid, you know? Like,
well, I would say ultimately, and I you know, it's the general wisdom, you cannot save or help others while you are drowning.
Exactly.
Because then you're just gonna sinky. All right, I think this is painted. It's
very pink.
Painted. All right, now we have to do. Oh, these got like a lot of finicky little bits, and I'm scared.
Mana.
Or what was the thing we were doing on Sunday?
Oh yeah. Every time we play that game, it's gonna be Hey Liz.
Yes,
I have you.
Oh my god. Sascha's drunk, everybody. I am exactly the opposite. I'm ready to judge the show by the oh no.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Tater. Not my perfect kind of game, but I still liked it a lot.
Yeah. One of those ones where it's like I'm fine with any outcome. Like, succeeding is nice, but I don't care if we fail either.
Yeah, it was a very silly, fun game.
Out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get this piece out. There, it's free.
Oh, I thought you said ow, not
Oh,
out.
I just said out. Out. Out, damn sport.
You're not in Hamlet.
Maybe I am. Maybe you are. Maybe we all are. Maybe this is one really long Shakespeare play, and it's a tragedy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not true. It's comedy.
Why not both?
It could be both. Tragic comedy. Are those supposed to be the chairs? Like, no, I think. Here, I'm gonna grab the picture of it. All right, so the finished product is gonna look like this, and it's these pieces up here. That's where the ring goes. It did this ring. It did the ring. It did the head. Head, bird, head.
Bird.
Hurt the bird. Bird, 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 head, hair. Bird, bird, get sweet, get do. Bark, bark, bark. Sorry, I might have Swedish Chef on the brain.
There's this one guy that dresses up as Swedish Chef every fan expo.
Oh, nice.
And he stays in character, and he just goes around to
that's commitment.
different booths, and yeah, and he's very good at the and he's just a lot of fun because like he'll come in like a Star Wars Swedish Chef.
Oh, cool. No, he mixes it up.
Swedish Chef. Yeah, and he's really good at it too.
Nice.
And yeah, he's pretty funny. Exactly, Tater.
Shakespeare comedy. At least one person lives. Yes, and it's funny.
Yeah.
People can still die in a Shakespeare comedy, but it's funny when it happens.
Yep. Boop, boop.
Meh.
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 Meh. Oh, I've been so tired all day, Liz. I might just go straight to bed once we're done.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what I should do, but I won't.
What will you do instead of going to bed?
Maybe a rousing round of doom scrolling. Maybe some I Am Setsuno. Maybe some Moonrise. We'll see how the evening takes me.
Oh, and also pet the cats?
Yes. I would definitely have to feed them after stream.
And tell them your good friend Sascha loves them?
I can definitely do that.
Please. Because all cats must know.
Mm-hmm.
It's my mission in life, Liz.
It's true. The holy Sascha mission. These look like antlers.
Kind of do.
Anyway.
Yeah, one of my bucket lists is to go to as many kitty islands as I can.
Now, would you also consider a fox or a bunny island?
Yes, and yes.
Okay.
I might be predisposed towards cats, but I value any and all cute animals as well.
Fair enough.
Foxes and bunnies count as cute, and I also value traditionally considered non-cute, like scooters and snacks.
SKCD does videos?
Oh.
I knew CGP Grey did a couple of videos. I only saw the one arguing about that nickels shouldn't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah, I just watched that. I was like, he makes a good argument.
Yeah. I mean, we're eventually reached the point where it's like money won't be a physical thing anymore. It'll be like your credit shit or whatever, like all the sci-fis do.
Oh yeah, like your Imperial credits.
Yeah. You have a little bracelet or something that you use to pay for things.
Which will just be terrible for me.
How so?
Because I'm already bad with money.
No. That is a big thing that they said that when you weren't working with cash physically, it's easy to just, especially when it's like a tap and pay system, it's very easy to forget what you're spending. Like you have to make a conscious effort. Like I have literally a budget sheet where I'm listing line by line now, where it's like I went to Taco Bell, I spent this amount of money. I went here, I did this, and that way. So like I always have an awareness of. But like it's a conscious thing. Like not like it was a habit. It took time to get into that habit of doing it.
My banking app keeps track of all that.
Oh, good.
Which I'm grateful for. So.
The thing I find like with my stuff is that I have to I prefer it tracked separately, just because if there's like, say for instance, like I'm holding a certain amount of money to be like, okay, this is going to pay for mortgage or whatever later. So I need to make sure this money is here, but it's not spendable money. You know what I mean? It sits there until it needs to be, automatically withdrawn or whatever, right?
My roommate has adopted a jar method.
Ah, yes.
And I think it's very clever.
I've seen that on some shows before, yeah.
And he's basically like drained the dollar store of all their jars because he's also using it for his business too. And I was like, that is a lot of jars. I got myself a couple of jars, but I'm using them for candy and cookies.
I mean, that's generally what I use jars for. Mostly just because like I find like the physical method doesn't work for me, because no one wants to be like, say for instance, like my electricity bill, they don't have a give us cash option, right? They're like, no.
Oh yeah.
Pay us in digital monies. And like the same thing, like when I pay my mortgage to the bank, they're like, we're just going to take the money out of your account on this day. It better be there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck you if it ain't.
Yeah. Well.
But ultimately, as long as you find a method that works and keeps, allows you to know what you're doing, honestly, whatever works, right?
Yeah, the way my brain seems to work when it comes to money is like budgeting is like I work in like thirds. Like, say just for argument's sake, I have like $600 and I have like, I owe money to person A. I owe money to bill B. And I'm going to go shopping tomorrow, so I need enough money for grocery C. So I will give $200 to person A. I will save $200 for bill B, and then the rest, the other $200 for grocery C. And 200, but like because I'm one person, I can split it up and stuff. Yeah. But I've actually started to get a lot more serious about budgeting lately, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta.
I hate money though, Liz.
Yes. You just go back to a barter system. Who wants to have receive painted things from Elizabeth in exchange for a cow or a chicken? I can keep the chicken on my balcony. And I will name it Rodrigo the chicken.
That's a very specific name.
Yes. Well, there's Reginald and then Rodrigo, so.
Oh, Reginald and Rodrigo.
There you go. Try this budget, had a line of money to throw away, and made that as large as I could. I mean, it is fortunate if it is good to have, like, you know, if you're able to make enough money to not worry about the budget, but we live in a society.
We live in a society.
Society. It's funny right now that Shikari comes on when I'm doing my complaining about capitalism. Ha 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 ha. Okay. One
hot pink.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. Yay. Yes, eggs. That is actually funny. I saw this story about that today on the news, talking about how people are decorating different things this year for Easter because eggs are too darn expensive in the United States right now. So they're like, here's our decorative Easter potato. Or here's our decorative like rolled up ball of peanut butter. Which, hey, I like peanut butter, so I'd take it.
Yeah.
Though I feel bad for, like, because I think I've seen you do it a few times, Sascha, like the dyed eggs.
Oh yeah, it's Ukrainian tradition.
Yeah, so like I guess there's a bunch of people in the States where it's like that's too expensive to do this year, right?
Yep. Just for reference, it's called pesinke.
Oh, I will not remember that word in 5 minutes, and I'm very sorry in advance.
No, it's okay. I don't expect you to. I was just saying the name.
I appreciate it. I remember dabbling in it like once, like in grade school or something. Like not probably like you know the 8-year-old version of it, where it's like, here's some dye, here's a crayon, draw on the egg.
Oh yeah, no, like when I grew up, I used to grow up doing the actual, like, the way it works is that you anyway, the traditional method.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that you dye the egg one color, then you paint over what area you want to preserve in that color. And then you dye it another color, and it's the same thing. And so you gain an awareness of which locations on the egg you want to preserve. In which color. So, like, most of them are like darker colors, so like brown, white, black, although there's like also green and red and yellow. And yeah, there's a lot of traditional Ukrainian patterns. The great thing is that you can always look it up on the internet because it's been around it's a tradition. So
yeah,
it's like been around for hundreds and hundreds of
years and years.
Yeah, so you can get a good idea of what these patterns look like, and each region of Ukraine has its own pattern, and like the Crimean ones are beautiful.
Have a good doggy walkie tater. But yeah, I can see what you're talking about, where like you learn to make do with little, and that's good. Like honestly, because I've heard, I think one of the biggest things that people fall into the trap of over the years, and I know I'm guilty of it too, is that, you know, it's like I make more money now, I can buy more things, I can take on more expenses, and then suddenly, like if things you know, there's a downturn for whatever reason. It's hard to then scale back. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's hard to be like, oh no, I've increased my house budget, I can't make my house budget smaller again. Like the mortgage is fixed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just found out I won't be able to afford a new car for a while, so.
I bet, yeah.
Which kind of sucks, but it was good to get a picture of that. So now I know what to do.
Yeah. It's good to have the information so that way you know what you're working towards.
Yeah, it's like I feel more informed, and now I can work around it. So
yeah.
no, I won't be able to get a new car, but instead what I can do is A, put
Yeah.
more money to payments, and B, finally, squirrel some money away to fix that ugh.
Yeah, the dent or whatever that asshole did to you. Yeah.
Dent. Yeah. So just for the chat, I was parked at a grocery store one day, and while I was in the store, I don't even know, it must have been a big truck or a big car or
Big old
something
poop
like
head.
that. A big old poop head.
Yeah.
Then hit my car and dented it while I was away. And then I come out and suddenly, boom, hey, look, there's a dent.
Yeah.
And just recently I went and got an estimate from a local collision repair place.
Mm.
And it's over $2,000.
Seriously? Oh my god! Like, because I've seen the damage, and like, I would not have looked at that and been like, "That's $2,000 worth of." Oh, but it's like on the fucking door, isn't it? Ugh.
Yeah, it's
bodywork is always obscene.
Yeah, it's basically the main part of the dent is over the wheel, but there's also some on the front bumper, and the driver's side door makes a big ka-thunk every time you open it, and just. Thankfully, the car works perfectly fine mechanically.
Yeah, it's a visual only, but still, it sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks. So the good thing is now that I have a job, and I can put this on the list of things to save for.
Yeah, definitely.
And then hopefully get rid of that ugly dent, because dents really bug my sense of perfectionism.
I find the thing that's frustrating to me is like, because it's like, it's there, you just see it, and like, because I've had I noticed a scuff recently on above one of my wheels, and I'm pretty sure I know where it came from. I don't have conclusive evidence, so I can't like prove it one way or the other, but I'm pretty sure it was done by my neighbor, because it was at just about the right height for my neighbor to have like scratched me on their way out, because the parking lot has like the parking lot is shared, so like. And that is the SUV that parks next to me. They're not good at it. I've witnessed a lot of near misses, so I wouldn't be surprised if one time they didn't near miss. They actually because it's not like a dent or anything. It's just like scuff marks on the side.
Oh.
So it's like I suspect they took a turn not tight enough or something, and.
Oh, that sucks.
And yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's a minor, like it probably compared to your repair, it's probably significantly cheaper, but it's still like just frustrating because it's like I see it every time I go out to drive. It's like it's right there. It's on the driver's side, and it's just like. Ugh.
The worst part for me is that everybody's going to look at my dent and think I'm the bad driver.
Yeah.
Even though I had nothing to do with it because it wasn't my fault, and I was nowhere near my car when it happened.
Yeah, no, you just.
But I can't very well explain that to every other driver as we're
driving
down the highway.
I will say, speaking as a fellow driver on the road, when I see another car with a dent in it, I don't immediately assume bad driver. Because I mean, like 9 times out of 10, like there's 2 cars in an accident. One's usually at fault, and one usually isn't. So. Yeah.
I suppose it's more just my irritation. Me.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And it's just like, if I could find the jerk face who did it, I would have a few words with them.
Yeah. Here's the car I will judge, and I will tell you. So I was driving home today from the station, and I saw this car, this little itty-bitty car. The 2 back wheels, something was wrong on both back wheels. The back wheel on the right was deflated. Oh. So it was running on its rims. And then the left tire was not a car tire. I think it was a motorcycle tire because it was about half the width of a normal tire.
A donut, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. It wasn't.
Either way, yikes.
But yeah, it was like, what is the story? Like, it was one of those cases where I'm just like, what is the story there? And I really hope you're driving it to your car party, your body shop to get this looked at. Because it's like one of your tires is running flat.
Yeah.
And the other one is not on a proper wheel, like not on a full wheel anymore. And it needs this is gonna go, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen some interesting cars out there.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I got told the story by Grim. He tried to order some takeout for himself yesterday, and the order no showed. He was really disappointed, and the restaurant wouldn't refund it because they were like, "Not our problem. The food left.
Oh no.
It's not on us to refund it." And he was really upset. But so the food showed up 3 hours later, and so of course it's cold by now. And the driver was apparently saying like, "Oh, like he thinks it was like a communication, like English not first language type of issue," and it was like tire exploded, hit a sharp or something like that. I think was the description given.
Oh no!
And it was like, damn. So that's what I was kind of thinking of when I saw that car today. It was like, not that it was the car that Grim had to deal with, but it was like, this isn't safe. Like it's gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, just, you have to hope that they're on their way to their body shop.
Like I would say get it towed if you can, but then again, unless your insurance covers it, you got to pay for it. So I guess not. Maybe if you can limp it there, hopefully.
Yeah.
I saw them though turning into downtown though, so it was like maybe they're not going to the body shop. Meep.
Yeah.
Meep.
Well, hopefully they go there soon.
Hopefully, yeah. Because like if it was the spare tire, like that's like those are not meant to be a long-term solution. They are meant to allow you to limp yourself to a dealership.
Yep.
Or a suitable repair person.
Yep. Got any exciting plans coming up?
I'm gonna go see my sister on Good Friday. We're gonna do the whole Easter thingy.
Nice.
Maybe my nephew was gonna do a little Easter egg hunt. We'll figure that out.
Oh.
And then Saturday and Sunday is WrestleMania.
Oh, that's exciting.
And I'm gonna watch all the burly boys have emotions and then get into fights about it.
As you do.
I have to say the match I'm most excited for. So you're a little bit familiar with wrestling, right, Sascha?
Slightly.
So there's right now there's going to be a triple threat match. It's the main event between CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. And because they all have beef with each other and they're very angry, and it can only be resolved by punching each other, because that's apparently how you saw it's kind of like soap operas. Instead of yelling at each other or pulling hair, they just replace the yelling and screaming with fighting.
Well, yeah, it's like I've often heard it said that wrestling is a man's soap opera.
It is 100%.
You've got both the drama and you've got the face punchy.
Yeah. And anyway, so Roman Reigns has this guy called the Wise Man. It's his little aide, and it's a guy named Paul Heyman. And basically Paul Heyman is like a hype guy. He's like this little short balding man who just goes around telling Roman Reigns he's the greatest person that ever lived. The thing to know is apparently before CM Punk left and then returned to WWE, Paul Heyman used to be CM Punk's hype dude.
Oh.
And now CM Punk wants Paul Heyman back.
Oh no.
He wants Roman Reigns as hype dude. And then Seth Rollins is just mad at everybody and thinks Paul Heyman is shifty and shady and should not be trusted as anybody's hype dude.
Oh no.
So they're gonna have. So, anyways, I want to. So basically, I'm watching three grown men fight over a short balding man.
Fun times.
And I maintain I want to see one of those wrestlers, Princess carry Paul Heyman. It will make me happy.
It'll probably happen.
No, it won't happen.
Oh.
At most, you'll get a piggyback. It won't be a Princess carry.
Oh, but I mean, you still get the wrestling though.
Yeah, I get the wrestling regardless. You get the emotion. The how could you do this to me?
Oh no.
We were brothers, and then you hit me in the back of the head with a chair. Ladies and gentlemen.
I am shocked.
There's right now.
Okay, I'm not that shocked.
There is right now a wrestler on AEW named Tony Storm, and she has stolen my gimmick of the Duchess because she goes around talking like she's the Duchess when she's not. The Duchess is property of the Dungeon Lounge, and she has a butler named Luther, and Luther acts like Reginald, and this will not stand.
Oh no, are you going to sue?
I'm gonna have to. Tony Storm, your number is up. I see your gimmick, and you stole it. You stole it from me.
Ooh, are you gonna have a grudge match?
I mean, maybe. I mean, the new version of Wrestle Game came out, and I could always just, you know how we did like the custom wrestlers for my birthday type thing. Maybe we can. Maybe I'll just make Elizabeth and Reginald to go up against Tony Storm and her butler Luther to show that bitch who's boss. Or we could just have, Majima and Kiryu fight again.
I mean, it would be fun to have a Reginald and Duchess versus Tony Storm and Luther.
Yeah, because I think you're familiar with... I know when you were watching, you watched AEW more, so I think you might be familiar already with Tony Storm.
Yeah, I do remember her, but I used to be a bigger fan of the Acclaimed.
Ah, okay. That's like the MG something or other.
Well, the one guy that always did a diss rap of his opponents as they came out.
Oh, I don't know if he's still with... I don't watch a lot of AEW.
I haven't watched wrestling in forever, so I wouldn't be surprised if things have changed drastically since the last time I watched, but I just haven't had the chance to, watch it. So.
Yeah, maybe. See, the big thing that WrestleMania or Wrestle 2025 introduced was they now allow mixed gender matches, because it used to be that you could only have matches between only ladies and only dudes. They introduced mixed matches now for 2025. Ooh. So that means we could have a Reginald and Duchess combo against the posers.
That would be amazing. I think we should do like a special edition stream where, it's not anybody's birthday or anything, but it is a special wrestling
time
match. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. You're not a fan of wrestling, but the website where I got my news does. Oh, headlines for really fair enough. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, if it's not your thing, hey, I get it. Everyone's got their own hobbies. There are sports and entertainment things I don't get, that I don't enjoy, but for people who do enjoy them, you do you. And also, like, I will say, like, wrestling is stupid expensive right now. Like, I was looking up ticket prices for WrestleMania, which is this year's in Las Vegas. And like, just to be in the nosebleeds for 2 days is $400. And that's just to get into the show, sit down, and do nothing else. You are inside. If you want to go to any of the meet and greets, if you want to go to any of the surrounding events or anything like that, like, like someone worked out, it's like, it's going to be an average, and like, because you're going to need a hotel probably also for staying in downtown Vegas and things like that. Like, it's at least going to be $10,000. And that's like, still hasn't been. Yes, I won't. I don't know. I can't speak for 10 years ago. I'm a relatively recent wrestling fan, Tater, but there's been a lot of criticism of how the prices are spiking. Like, funnily enough, I got an alert that TNA wrestling is going to be in the area. And I was like, oh, like, what are they? Like, I paid to go to Elimination Chamber for myself and Grim. It was, and we got decent seats. It was about $1,000 for 2 tickets. So it's like a chunk of change, right? And TNA is coming to do a show in May, and I was like, okay, like, how does TNA's prices compare to and floor seats were $100.
Yikes!
No, that's good compared to what WWE was charging.
Okay,
that's and it was $100 for floor, so like you're next to the ring, or if you were fine being a little further back, it was $40.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's, comparatively speaking, affordable.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just, my favorite K-pop band is coming in July.
Oh.
It's their one Canadian stop.
Oh, no. How much are the tickets?
way too expensive.
Oh no.
Like, I think the decent ones, like not the best ones, but the decent ones, like somewhere,
not in the
middle
nosebleeds,
back.
but you can see the people performing and be like, hey, look, there they are.
I think they were somewhere in the range of like 400 to 700, which is not money that Sascha has.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like I was.
And it's like,
sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. It's more just, they always go to the US, and coming to Canada is almost a rarity when it comes to bands like that, because they come all the way from Korea. So like, if they don't come to Canada and they're not affordable, then it's like,
fuck you.
Fuck me. Whoops.
Oops.
Yeah,
no, I hear you on that. And like, there was recently, I saw an announcement, Wu-Tang Clan is doing like a reunion tour, right? And I was like, oh, okay, that's, that's something, like, even though I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of rap, like that could be a thing. And like the opening act is a band called Run the Jewels, which I enjoy some of their stuff. Okay, sure. Because like a lot of like Rage Against the Machine went to Run the Jewels after they broke up. So I was like, okay, sure. And like, of course, the tickets are, of course, like $500 again for nosebleeds. Like, congratulations, you're in the stadium, but you're up at the top. But it's like, oh god, it's like I can't justify that. I cannot justify that.
No. I really like
ticket prices were bad before the pandemic. They spiked after the pandemic.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I watched an entire video about the corruption of the ticket.
Oh yeah, Ticketmaster. I hope all those antitrust suits throw the book at Ticketmaster.
I agree. Ticketmaster needs to rot.
It does. Sorry, if I really, oh god, yeah, that sucks as well. Like, yeah, there's like the thing is, I would like to at some point take a trip to Vegas. Not right now because I don't want to go in the United States, but I think a Vegas trip could be fun.
Yeah.
Put me in front of a slot machine and I'll entertain myself a little while. Just leave me some coins and I'll go to a buffet after. That's basically my plan. And then I can go watch shows. Like a Cirque du Soleil.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh, you bought, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good budget, Dater.
Yeah.
Pretty darn reasonable.
Yep.
Like my big splurge pre-pandemic used to be going to Anime North every year. Like, and like again, like having to put aside money to like, this is going to be money for the dealer's room, money for hotels because you're paying because the Anime North location is right by the airport, so you're paying airport prices for hotels, and like,
yep.
Just all the the foods and the noms.
Yep, I always got by before I became staff. I always got by just going for one day.
Yeah. What I did find that was helpful to do if I wanted to keep costs low is do like a grocery run on the way to Anime North. And so like I would get like some things like some instant package of ramen, some like some like stable baked goods and things like that, where it's like, wake up in the morning, have a croissant. And then, like that way it how it kind of keeps the food costs down, especially because also like during Anime North, especially like Saturdays, like if you want to eat out, you're having dinner at either 4:00 or 9:00 because that middle part, good luck. Good fucking luck getting a table.
Oh, yeah. That's why I usually, when I'm there, I'll just get my food to go and
eat
in the hotel room.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it was just like sometimes like with Anime North, like it was sometimes that was the only way I could see certain friends over the year. So it's like, so you're trying to like, the idea of like eating out is to spend time with people that I don't get to see normally. But yeah, like, again, good luck finding a table.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there has been a few times where it was just like, like, fuck it. We'll go to someone's hotel room and order in a pizza.
Yep. I mean, I've been to Boston Pizza a few times.
Yeah. Yeah, the Boston Pizza there was not too bad.
Yeah, they always treat us well.
Yeah, and there was I think a Lone Star in the same area. That was okay.
Yeah.
Like they do go to a fixed menu, which I get. So you're basically getting something and fries. Like you like if you want any of the variation, that's not the weekend to go. But
yeah. Oh, I mean, they're catering to broke like 13.
Well, I mean, like in the sense that they aren't they ordering like because they order like I've heard like some of the restaurants in the area, they're like they make their yearly budget on one weekend, so it's just a matter of they go through so much food they can't offer specialty items. It's basically you order standard sides. Don't ask for sweet potato fries. Don't ask for garlic aioli or anything fancy. You're getting fries. You're getting fucking ketchup. You can have some gravy.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Which, I've always been fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, it's I would say I would more feel for, like, anyone with, like, certain food restrictions who, like, go to a place being like, oh, I want to have your vegan burger buns, and they're like, nope, not this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, if you go to a con, though, that's stuff you expect.
Yeah, for sure.
It's, you're not going to eat very well. You're going to be tired. It's going to be overpriced. Like, if you're smart, you plan ahead for it. Or if you're broke like me, you just don't buy anything.
Yeah.
My money has always primarily gone to hotel and food.
Yeah, definitely.
But since hotel has been removed as a thing,
that's
food
great.
is expensive enough as it is.
Yep.
I
always felt bad. So near the Anime North, there was a Harvey's, and Harvey's as a national chain had a free burger day, and for a while there, that free burger day overlapped with the occurrence of Anime North, and I felt so bad for that Harvey's because the line was just like 2 blocks down because it was like, as you said, every broke ass attendee was like, I can at least get a burger.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Lynette, that's an expensive hotel.
Oh, damn. That's ridiculous.
How many nights is that? $1,000. Are they going to come fluff your pillows every day and give you minties? They better give you minties. For $1,000, I want a butler to come wake me up every morning.
Yeah, for real.
Be like, Elizabeth, here's your breakfast service in bed. Yeah. I suspect it's also probably near an airport too.
Yeah. It's such a rip.
It is, yeah.
Like
$250 a night. Oh god, like ugh. Like, and that's $250 American, so like jump that up to about 1,300 probably at minimum for us. If we were to travel to the United States of America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but damn.
Yeah. Well, like Fan Expo every year, there's a hotel directly connected to
I do not want to know how much that place fucking costs.
It's been my dream to get a room at that hotel.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, that would be so convenient for you, especially with all the stuff that you're bringing down.
Yeah, except, it is one of the more expensive hotel chains out there.
Yeah.
And it's always fully booked by the time.
I remember one year, I think I've mentioned before, like I've got my job, and pre-pandemic it was 5 days a week at the job, and there was one time a really, really bad, like something happened and the trains were like, they're not happening. Figure something else out. And it was like, even like I think subways and stuff were messed up. Like it was just there was like a power outage or something, and it was just like, shit's fucked, figure it out. And I was so tempted because I was like looking at options and like I was like panicking and stuff like that. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get home. I don't think I can get home until power comes back. And they have no ETA for when things are going to get fixed. They're like, it's up to God, basically at this point. We don't even know what's caused it yet. So I was starting to like look up in the area, like how much a hotel would be. Cause it's like, I might not have the ability to get home. I might just have to, camp out here, go to work the next day in my day old clothes. And the people just have to fucking deal. And I was looking at prices and I'm pretty sure some of it was like surge pricing because they knew what they had on their hands. And I was seeing like 400, 500 for one night. And it's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, redonkulous.
Yeah. Especially for this area. We're not even like.
So I'm assuming like whatever you're looking at is probably in the same neighborhood, or is it cheaper? Hopefully it's cheaper.
Yeah. Well, hotels are just ridiculous.
Yeah. Like I get why the Airbnb was rose to such prominence, even when it is a piece of shit sometimes. Because it's like, hotels are safer. It's like, technically, yes. And you have more consumer protections and stuff like that. But sometimes they're just priced unaffordably. So.
Yeah, it's like taxi cabs. I would much rather take a taxi than, than Uber.
That was the thing. It's like, it is cheaper for me to find a cab at that point.
Well, it's just, I also have, what am I searching?
It's okay.
Words so hard.
Words are very hard. Don't worry. You can figure it out. I believe in you.
I just refuse to support Uber because they treat their drivers like shit.
They do.
The drivers have to have their own insurance. Uber doesn't give them insurance.
No.
And like, if anything happens, the liability is all on the driver,
yes.
not on Uber.
Yeah, so Uber tries to make the argument that it is not a delivery service. It is a facilitator that connects you and connects the restaurant and the driver. They're just the middleman, which is a crock of shit. And courts haven't generally agreed with that assessment. They're like, no, you're the app. You handle everything. But anyways.
Yeah, and like I've also seen far too many horror stories of like drivers getting assaulted by the people they're driving.
Oh shit, that's scary. I've seen both. I've seen it both ways. I've seen both shitty passengers and shitty drivers. But
yeah, I mean, I'm sure it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But I just I refuse to support them on principle. That's the word I was looking for.
There you go. You got it.
I did it.
You did it. Oh,
but yeah, I refuse to use any Uber, and also like Lyft and whatnot on principle alone.
Yeah. Oh, Lyft was in the news recently.
Oh yeah.
A person got a Lyft, and then after the ride was finished and all said and done, they received a text message that was a transcription of the entire conversation she had while she was in the cab.
That's creepy.
And she and rightfully so, freaked out and was like, what the hell is this? And like called CBC, because that's what you do in Canada when you are outraged and need to contact the media. You contact the CBC. Anyways.
Yeah.
And she got 2 excuses allegedly from Lyft. The first one is, they're piloting a system of recording interactions between drivers and passengers with the idea of like, if there's ever a dispute, they have basically a recording of what happened in the car. But she was like, one, there was no point I was asked to consent to this recording. And 2, I never interacted with the driver. I was on, like, the transcription was my half of a conversation I was having on a cell phone with a friend while I was in the car being driven to my destination. So it was just personal stuff. Like, it wasn't even like, it was skewy. Anyways, and so like so there was that, and they were at the end being like, oh no, this shouldn't have happened, and blah 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 blah. The pilot's occurring apparently in the United States to test this feature, and blah 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 blah. But yeah. So there you go. If you ever have to get Uber or Lyft, you might be getting recorded without your knowledge. So have fun with that.
Yay.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah, like, sorry. And I also saw when I saw the thing talking about that. Yeah, like that 250 is the con rate. That is probably not what it costs normally. Like, oh god. And I think like the hotels for Anime North are about that price too. Like, I think they sit around the 250 to 250 range. And then again, like you're getting the con rate.
Well, like the department that I work for at the con this year was just like, because I've been rooming with a friend who's in another department for the past several years. And my department was like, hey, we're very short on rooms. Can you ask your buddy in that other department if they can put you on their list? Because the other department is a smaller one. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure. And thankfully for me, my good friend is well connected. They're a higher up in that department, so they were able to get me on that list. But I almost didn't get a hotel room. So out of anxiety, I was looking at theoretical hotel rooms, and like all the hotels are already booked out
they're
for
booked.
Anime
They're
North.
like booked, haha.
And B, the ones that aren't booked out are like expensive as hell.
Yeah.
So I almost, number one, I'm lucky that it's not a working weekend because I can't afford it to take off.
Yeah.
And number two, I'm glad I got in on that other day.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's always a bit of a lottery.
Yeah, sounds like, damn.
Yeah. And like every year, I've never been certain up until I get the,
Yeah, until you're
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's my general like people like are like say for instance like like when I'm going to a show or I'm going to a movie, they're like, oh, aren't you excited? And I'll be excited when I'm there, and they're like, what do you mean? It's like the commutes. I always stress about the commute. Like, what if the train is delayed? What if I get lost driving there or whatever? Like, I'll relax when I'm at the venue, sitting down in my seat.
Yeah.
Or like in the case of like Anime North, I'll relax after I get there and I get to my hotel room and I've checked in, because I've had it happen. 1 year, the hotel lost my booking.
Oh no.
I will say the hotel did right by me in that case, and I got bumped up to a suite for that year because they were like they were able to kind of like, because I'm like, show me where I canceled it, and they couldn't find any record of the cancellation. So it's like, if I didn't cancel it, where's my room, right?
Yeah.
So like, thankfully they did right. They bumped me up to probably a room that was not meant for the convention block, but it was still very like, oh God, like, what do I do if this place is fully booked up? Like, I have no other accommodations lined up for this convention.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
And that year was the year I didn't have a car. So it was like,
oh no.
How, like, I don't have the option to go to and from home. But thankfully they gave me, I got it. It got sorted. I was happy in the end, but
yeah.
Why doesn't North America have better transport? Oh, I fucking know.
Oh, there are entire videos on YouTube about that.
Yeah, there's entire things dedicated to the debacle that is our transit system.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember 1 year I didn't even find out if I had a room until I was there on the
shit. That must be so nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I didn't have a car. I didn't have my driver's license that year. So I'd gotten a ride from a friend.
Oh no.
A very, very generous friend.
Yeah.
And so I ended up just sitting in the hotel lobby for like, I think by that point, at least 2 hours.
Shit. No, wait, I think I remember that year. I remember you telling me about that year.
Yeah. And another year, I knew I had a room, but I didn't know what room, and I couldn't get in contact with anybody for a while because they were all busy or traveling.
Yeah, they were en route or they were doing whatever, and they just weren't reachable.
Yeah, so I didn't even get my room until 7 o'clock that night, and I'd arrived there at, I think, 4.
Yeah. No, I think that was the year I drove you.
Was that? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because I remember, I think you ended up coming to crash with me for a little bit because we were going to do tabletop games later in the day anyways. But you were like, I remember you checking your phone all the time.
Yeah. You saw super anxious. Sascha.
Yeah. Because I remember you checking your phone, basically being, and then like, I think at one point you basically were like, they're here. I need to go drop my stuff off, and you left, which I get.
Yeah, no, I felt really bad about that, but
no, 100%.
I was so on edge.
Oh, of course.
I was so on edge at that point.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like, I need security.
Yeah,
Somebody tell me something.
Someone tell me I have a, like, because like again, like what's the option? Is not like you could be like, hey, Elizabeth, like, because I think at one point, like, you were like, there was a strong consideration that you might need to bunk in the room I was in.
Yeah, I remember. And I was deeply ashamed of that.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that's not what you want. Like, it's like, you don't want to like put your friends out or whatever. But it was like,
yeah. Thankfully, the room did.
Yeah, I remember you getting the message, and you were just like, "Yay!" and you like zoom.
Yeah.
And that's, again, totally understandable.
Yeah. Well, that's one more reason I love you so much. You would have let me crash in your room if I had to.
Yeah.
Which I
I'm sure if the
would've been-
situation were reversed, you would have done the same. So
Absolutely.
well, as much as you could have, because I mean, like, I know, like, say for instance, like when you are working as staff and the room isn't quote unquote yours to lend out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, like the most I've been able to offer since I became staff has been like, if you need to leave your bag here for a couple of hours while you go to a panel or something, that's fine. But
yeah, you
I
no
can't,
crashing here. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, if it was just me, it would be no problem. But,
Yeah, but you're sharing with other people. Yeah.
Yeah. One year I do hope to get my own room though and just be.
It is very nice. It is very nice.
Yeah. It's a luxury.
It is a luxury. No disagreement there.
Yeah.
It is a luxury when you don't have to be like, hello, friend, welcome to this room. You will be sleeping in the bathtub. Also, your share of paying for this hotel room is $150. Please enjoy the bathtub.
Yeah, I've done some room cramming in my years, but I can't say I ever enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've done it too, and I don't like it. I don't sleep well in unfamiliar places to start with. And then, like, being cramped up against someone else is just like, like, or at least not someone I'm familiar with. Like,
I've gotten very lucky in that the friend I've been rooming with at AN, I've known them for so very long.
Yeah, you're kind of like at this point where it's like, well, whatever.
Yeah, we vibe, so
you're fine with that. Yeah. But yeah, especially like what you're saying, Lenneth, in terms of like you need other accommodations that like, for all intents and purposes, Sascha and I are able-bodied creatures. If someone's like, oh, this elevator's broken, take the stairs, we're like, ugh, but fine, fine, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, for you, it's like, well, guess I'll live in the lobby then.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend also needs special requirements, so as a result, I've stayed in a disabled room a few times.
Yeah,
and it's very interesting because I usually get the cot, which is fine. Like last year, I ended up getting a cot.
Yeah,
which was the cot was not a very good cot, unfortunately.
Yeah,
and I also got a really bad attack of vertigo.
Oh no.
So that thankfully it was on Saturday night and I was already going to bed, so I just managed to stumble, to the bathroom, brush my teeth, stumble back, and then die for the night. But
yeah, that does sound rough. Yeah, I've had a couple bouts of like upset tummies, and I remember like one year I gave myself a nasty case of sunstroke at Anime North.
Oh,
like because there's been a couple, like I find Anime North is either you're gonna die in the heat or it's below seasonal, and oh no, you should have brought a winter jacket, and oh no, look at that poor cosplayer over there who decided to do Kill la Kill.
Oh yeah.
Her titties must be very cold.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, but so like I remember like one year I gave myself a nasty case of heat stroke, and I didn't realize what it was until like I was literally in they do that charity art gallery. I was in there like looking around and stuff, and then suddenly like I had this like moment of like, oh no, you're not well anymore.
Oh no.
You need to go you need to sit or find the floor now.
Oh no.
It was fine overall, like no problems, and I was able to get back to my hotel room, water, cool, like rest, and I was fine in a few hours, but it was it's not fun in the moment. Is Kill la Kill still popular? No, not really. Like you'll see the occasional cosplayer, but it's not like it's past its peak. And also, like a lot of conventions put out policies about the costumes from Kill la Kill. Like there's specific rules I think that came into effect about like bodysuits and things like that underneath the costume, because they're like, yeah, like we get that's the costume, but your booblets are out, and that's not okay for the public.
One fun thing that happened to me last year, though.
Oh, yeah?
I got pulled into a tactical photo shoot.
Oh,
It's
cool.
like all the people that came in like some sort of like soldier cosplay.
Yeah, because you usually do your Umbrella Corp, right?
It's basically my lone costume now.
Oh, okay.
Although when I have a bit more money to spend, I do want to get a couple of other costumes.
Yeah.
But,
Because
right
you have to sort out an online one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as... you can tell it's really amateur hour.
Well, still, that doesn't, that's kind of the point of cosplay.
Everybody hates Sword Art Online because everybody says it's a poor copy of some other anime that I
Okay. I mean, fair enough, but it's doing better now. People are less mad at it.
It's just, yeah, and there's always a thousand Corritos anyway, so
that's true too.
So it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of it. Don't get me wrong, and I'm happy I made it, but yeah, I mean, I wanna get a costume now from the genius prince that raised the kingdom out of death.
Ah, cool, fair enough.
But or like something else, I don't know. The only problem with anime costumes is that they're all like frilly and dressy and they're all...
not always. I agree. It can happen. Yes.
Yeah. Either that or shoot, what's that other one?
A lot of school uniforms.
Yeah, no, there's another fantasy I've been watching. Free Run. I want to get a Free Run.
Oh, yeah, Free Run's excellent.
Yeah, I want to get a Free Run costume.
I kind of want to do Fern at some point.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I want to do. I like the designs in that one. So
yeah, I think you could do that one very well. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'd love to do like maybe not Free Run because the thought of having elf ears on all day in that heat.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why. That's part of the reason I looked at Fern because it's like,
yeah,
no elf ears.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, obviously, do whatever cosplay you want, but I always feel weird when it's like, I'm taller than this person. I don't think I could pull off the short queen energy of the title character.
Yeah. Well, for me, it'll have to be... I don't like for lack of a better word, I don't like a lot of those boobly costumes.
Yes, I hear you. I mean, ultimately, it's something you got to be comfortable in, right? Because you're gonna be the one wearing it all day.
Yeah, which I'm definitely not. I'll say this: I fully respect those who are and those who wear them because there's no way in hell I would ever do one. But I respect those who do.
Yeah.
Full. No. What's that thing all the kids are saying now? No cap.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
No cap. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. I don't know the words in the slang.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of people who wear those kinds of costumes and or the ones that also involve lots of makeup because my skin is itchy.
Yes,
and I get paranoid when I'm just wearing lipstick. Yeah. There's no way in hell.
Honestly, I hear you on that. I found after my eye injury, I lost the habit of doing makeup, and now it's like, how does one use mascara? How does foundation work? Because makeup technology has progressed and I have not. So I get that. How does one function?
Also, shut up, Tater.
What did they keep saying? Is the Carla from BG still? She is still very popular, but she is a complicated cosplay to pull off because you have to make your skin red.
Ooh.
Karlach. I have seen a lot of Karlach and a lot of Shadowheart.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my Umbrella Corp this year.
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe next year I'll have the money to buy myself a Free Run cosplay of some variety, or something else if I get into something else.
Yeah, but that's the thing is ultimately you can do any cosplay you want. Technically, if I want to dress up as Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, I could. I don't think it's a good idea because 1, I'm not black. And 2, I'm not a muscular dude, but technically cosplay is for everybody, right? You should be able to do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I do my one costume. I peacock a little bit on Saturday. I've gotten old enough now that that's enough for me. Sorry, it's what I call peacocking is basically mugging for pictures by walking down the main alley
Oh, that's
of the
fine.
con.
Don't worry about it. That's fine.
It's my little concession for ego.
Well, like let's put it this way. Like, I get it, because like, I mean, like, I've done cosplay too, and it's like I have spent like some cosplays that I've done. It's like I've spent months, like literal months, or like even more, doing this costume. Yeah, it feels fucking awesome when someone comes up to you and says, "I love that character. Can I get a photo?" Like,
yeah,
like it's not about vanity or narcissism or whatever. It's about like, hey, I worked hard, and I want people to get a little thank you and acknowledgement. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna knock that. Wanting to have photos taken and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's been my goal to improve my costume, my Umbrella Corp costume, by one thing every year.
Yeah.
So I still have time before Anime North this year. So I'm gonna see, maybe I can squirrel away a few bucks and see if I can get myself something at the surplus store, because that's been I love that store. It's like it's one of my candy stores. I go there and I just like, ooh, shiny tactical stuff. I want to be tactical.
Damn, sorry, just reading Tater's comment. That is awesome. Yeah. Like, because I've seen some Carlacs, and all the ones I've seen haven't tried to do the chest, the glowing chest. So if she did that, like, mwah, kudos.
I don't know what that is, but
the character Carlac has an infernal engine in her chest in place of her heart. So the idea is that basically, imagine a little steampunk engine where someone's heart should be, and so like in the game proper, you can see it at points when it's like running hot, like glowing and stuff in her chest. So the cosplayer, reproduced that effect on their cosplay. Neat. So that's like, dang.
Yeah, that's legit impressive. Good for them.
Yeah.
What is Carlac from?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
The game I keep nagging you to play, but don't worry about it.
Oh no, you're not going to do that whole Final Fantasy.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I know at a certain point, like, you start going into like, this person's told me to play this game so much that now I'm just going to refuse it on principle.
Yeah, basically. Also, I still can't afford a subscription, so whatever. If it's a game that involves a subscription, and
Baldur's Gate 3 is a one-time purchase. It's a standalone video game. You pay once, you get your game.
Okay, well,
but it's still like $90. It has not come down in price. So
yeah, well, that ain't happening.
Yeah, no, so I get it.
Also, it's just not really the kind of game I'm interested in.
Fair enough.
I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad other people love it. It's just I am a weird gamer. You know my weird gaming mood. Like I finally just played yet another Zombie Survivors after like a whole week of trying to get myself into the mood of playing.
Fair enough, yeah. And sometimes you do have to, like, because like I know there's some games where it's like I have to be in the right mood to play, because it's like, this game's going to require at least 3 hours of my attention. If I don't have 3 hours to put down, I may as well do something else, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'm very much a mood-driven gamer, so. Elizabeth, why am I so tired?
Because you ate a big burger. And now you're having a food coma. Also, you're probably anemic.
Yeah. Well, not probably. I am.
Like, okay, you are anemic. So that's why you sleepy.
I've been sleepy all day. I almost took a nap, but then I had to do stuff, and now I'm streaming.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you being here despite your sleepies.
You're worth it, Elizabeth.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Pardon it, tired Sascha.
Yeah. Yeah, Fallout London looks like a beast of a mod.
Yeah.
Even when it's running 100% properly.
Yeah, I saw one of the YouTubers I watch play a little bit of it, and Unfortunately, I got bored of it, so I stopped watching. But it looked very interesting.
How dare you, Sascha?
Blame my anxiety.
Okay.
It's also a battery drain.
Mm,
My patience for so much is wearing thin.
fair enough. Our attention spans have all been ruined by smartphones.
Yeah, basically.
Funny enough, that was part of the reason. That was part of the reason why I started picking up playing I Am Setsuna, because I was just like, I need something, or else I'm just gonna doom scroll my phone. Just grab a game off the shelf. Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, they released a new
Break the cycle.
character for yet another zombie survivors and
Oh,
several
cool.
upgrades for the other already present ones. So
Oh, good. It's always nice when it's always nice when developers continue to support the game after it's like,
well, it's technically still in early release.
Oh, it's still in early access. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but it's been out for a very long time. Yeah, they're down to they have one more survivor to introduce,
Mm.
and I think they're gonna do like 2 or 3 more
Yeah.
levels to play in.
Yeah.
And they've been doing a lot of like quality of life tweaking
Oh,
and
good.
upgrades and stuff. So like
I find with games in early access, there's a point at which I have to, like, if I want to play the full release, I stop playing because I want to have like the full game experience without being like too spoiled. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because like a lot of people have been asking me like, why am I not playing Hades 2? And it's like, I want to play Hades 2 when it's done. I don't want the little partial experiences that are subject to change. I want the full experience. So
yeah, I know Rogi was playing.
Yeah, he was playing it, yeah. I haven't played it for a while. Yeah. It's a mod, yeah, and Fallout Earth, the modding system. Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, that's Bethesda for you. Look at this thing everyone's enjoying. Better get rid of it.
Yep. You painted all the little squigglies.
I did. They're over there being painted.
Yeah.
This is the last pink thing, and then I have to say goodbye to the pink and paint other colors.
Oh no.
It's very tragic.
It's the last pink.
Well, I think it's a big thing, so it's going to take a while.
That's true. I look forward to seeing the complete thing.
Yeah, me too. Like I'm excited to get to the point where it's like it feels like more progress. You know what I mean? Because like right now it's just like I'm just painting all these bits. I'm not even like necessarily getting a sense of how they all go together. So it'll be nice when I actually start start putting things together, right? Start putting the leg, because it's right now I feel like I'm at the stage like, like say for example, if I were doing like a Lego, it's like I feel like I'm at the stage where it's like I'm making the Lego pieces. I can't even assemble yet. I'm making the Lego.
Yeah, yeah. You'll get there.
No, I will get there. Like it's progress, right? Like I got a whole bag of progress.
Yeah.
But it is still it requires patience. Like I always find like whenever they do like these model videos like on like, like shorts or whatever, it's like, oh, it's all done in 5 minutes. And it's like, here I am 3 streams later, still painting.
Yeah.
The time lapse lied to me.
I love time lapse videos though.
They are cool, yeah.
That are cars, like when people are repairing a car.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Upgrading it or something.
Oh, cool.
I've kind of gotten hooked on those, even though I know nothing about cars. I'm Jon Snow, but
gotcha.
Like we're hooking up the doohickey that does the gadget
thing.
The
bird a hater. Heard a bird a heard a ha.
But then they go into time lapse, and I'm just like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give me that time lapse. I think one of the best time lapses I've ever seen on YouTube was somebody who worked on like a freight ship.
Oh, cool.
And, they were like going to a whole bunch of different like Asian nations, like like Singapore, China, Malaysia, whatever, but they had, and of course they were going across the ocean, and so like and it was a time lapse of like the entire, I think, like 3 months trip.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, and so they found a convenient spot on the
The deck?
yeah, on the deck.
Okay.
And it was basically just, it was like a time lapse
That's cool.
cruise through the ocean.
I like the time lapses that do like the like you can watch the stars move across the sky. Those are cool.
Oh, yeah, they're super cool.
I like those. Those are fun.
I'm just a sucker for time lapse, period. Like, I love basically anything time lapse.
Yeah. Plants growing is another one I find interesting.
Yeah. And plants moving too.
Yeah. Like moving over the course of the day to find the sun. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Because it's like they move so slow that you don't see it in real time. But when you look at the time lapse, it's like,
that sunflower was spinning all day.
Yeah. But the neat thing is that, you look at a plant in the morning and then look at a plant in the evening and it's facing a different direction.
Yeah.
What? But then when you look at the time lapse, you realize, oh, it's just very, very slow, gentle movements. Unless it's like a pitcher plant.
Or like, Venus flytrap or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour.
Oh, there's a deep cut.
Not that deep.
Okay. Oh. Do you know words are hard, Liz?
They are. Why did they invent them? They're so fucking hard.
Yeah. Oh, we're just having a nice chill out session, though.
Yep. Just painting and emotional support and talking about stupid hotels that are stupid expensive.
So stupid. Oh, I've missed it though for a long while. Every Anime North, I would eat at that sushi restaurant.
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
And it was my Thursday night tradition. I'd see if I could round up a friend or two. Be like, hey, let's go get sushi. I need my chicken katsu. And but the past few years, I haven't gone for different reasons every year, and it's made me sad because like, oh, we already have plans. We're going to this restaurant, and I was like, I don't want to go alone. Going with a friend is the whole point.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Just I'll get a Harvey's burger and just go back to my room and eat it very sadly.
Aww. I got this image of like sad Sascha sitting in the hotel room with a burger, just being like, "Why no one want to get sushi with me?"
Yeah. I miss my Thursday night Anime North sushi. And by sushi, I mean chicken katsu.
Japanese cuisine.
Yeah.
Because I know that restaurant also does like a booth during the Anime North weekend where they like sell like onigiri and like a whole bunch of like mochis and stuff. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they're usually pretty affordable.
Yeah, like they're not ridiculously expensive. They could have gone the route of being ridiculously expensive because they're in Toronto and near the airport, but they didn't, and bless them for it. Their prices have always been reasonable.
Yeah, like their dinner menu is expensive, but it is very nice food. Like,
well, like in comparison to the other restaurants.
Yeah.
Like even their fixed menus are expensive.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I remember that restaurant has like a really good like matcha cheesecake. I remember that being really good.
Ooh,
very decadent.
Yeah. Liz, I love you.
I love you too.
I'm sorry I keep saying it.
It's okay. I appreciate you saying it. I mean, sometimes I do wonder, it's like, maybe I'm annoying. Maybe everybody secretly hates me and just puts up with me because they're too polite to say they just don't want to be like, oh no, I don't want to say I hate her because that's an awkward conversation. So I'll just quietly say nothing. Anyways, I'm overthinking. Hello.
Don't. I love you too, Lenneth. But yeah, those gremlins are wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. Fulcrum.
Hello. Yeah. That 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That 2 a.m. brain gremlin. That's like, did you know everyone secretly hates you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fulcrum. I didn't mean to.
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. All right. So that finally completes all the pink. All right. So next
pink is done.
All right. So I'm going to take out the parts that don't require any painting, just need sanding. And then this needs to be brown, this needs to be white, and this needs to be gold. So I'll do those. I'll do the white next.
Okay.
But I will first get out the pieces that require no painting. I'll get those out. I will free them from their bondage.
Also, I agree, Teacup. And yes, Liz is still working on it.
Yeah. It's called a magical cafe.
Yeah.
Oh, that piece went flying. Come back. There you go. Oh. Oh, little. I tried to put the X-Acto through it, and instead, just the piece kind of like went with the X-Acto instead of the X-Acto going through.
Oh.
It's okay. It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yes. Nothing's broken.
Will you survive?
I will somehow. I'll wake up at 3 a.m. screaming, but that's just existence at this point.
You'll muddle through.
I'll muddle through.
I believe, Liz.
Thank you.
I believe in the Liz who believes in herself.
No, you shouldn't. There's no version of Liz that believes in herself.
Well, then I just believe in the Liz.
Oh, I thank you. All right, got a little sand in to do. Sandpaper, where'd you go? Ah!
Oh no!
I hit my head. Off on my boom. On my boom. Sandpaper. Sandpaper. Where did you go?
Liz.
There it is. I found
Liz.
it. Hi.
Liz.
Yes.
Are any of your babies present?
No, I'm sorry. You want me to go find them?
No, don't disturb them.
Okay.
It was more just if they happen to be there.
Yeah.
Because I love them and they're cute.
That's fair.
I love the babies.
The babies love you. In as much that they love anything that isn't food.
Oh, you're not food?
No. Yeah, you're not food, you're not treat. Meh. If I might have tried them. Hey, babies, treats. That worked, I would have laughed.
That would be funny.
Treats?
Do they know the word?
They might.
No. Well, I don't hear any pitter patter.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry. They may be fully in recharge battery mode.
Oh yeah, yesterday the pup was charging her terrorism batteries.
Oh no.
She was sitting all cutely on the couch.
Aw. It's always cute before the terrorism happens.
Oh yeah. Yesterday I discovered that puppers can also loaf.
Puppers can also what?
Loaf.
Ah.
Like a cat, but it's a pup loaf.
Gotcha.
And the pup loaf was really cute.
Oh, okay. I think I see what's gonna happen here. So there's like, I've noticed on this base piece, there's a circle, there's a hole. So I think like this is gonna like fit in here. And then like this one's, so it's gonna like be like a staircase or something, or like maybe like this one first.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, because this one's 5'4". So So I think there's gonna be like that, and then like 3 goes on top or something.
Ooh.
And it's like gonna be like a platform of some sort, like. Ooh. But I don't know. I don't know the full arrangement yet. I'm just speculating.
Fancy.
I'm speculating. All right, back to getting this pizza. Fancy.
Fancy Liz being fancy.
Yo.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
So I'm just punching. There we go. So this piece needs to be white.
Oh.
But we sand it.
Aw.
Aw.
A friend of the family who rescues feral cats just rescued another one and posted pictures on her Facebook.
That's nice. I say I gotta give a lot of props to people who do animal rescues. I do not know how they do it.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of work.
And she's very devoted to the cause.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, she's a very kind person, and her husband too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Not that I suspect most people who are in that, like, it has to be a labor of love. Like, it's not like, oh wow, I'm gonna make money rescuing feral cats. It's not it's not that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, your dog goes rest. That's good.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Well, I know Flora's babies and like mine were all adoptions. Like I think though Flora's were more straight out rescues. Like I remember her saying like they both came from some unfortunate circumstances. Like they had to be pulled by animal services. Of course, poor Gibson and Luna did not have a good early life.
Oh.
But now they have a much better one with Flora.
Flora is a good dragon mama.
Yeah. Well, there was even the one that she had before she got Gibson and Luna. I think it was Mr. Gus.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I've forgotten the name yet. It was the big orange boy.
Aww.
That wasn't Gibson. The other big orange boy.
Aww.
I recall she and they took him in. I think because one of their family members had been raising the cat, but had diabetes, so needed like special shots and medicine, like the insulin and everything. So the person wasn't able to keep the cat anymore. So they looked after Mr. Gus until the end, until the last of, like just kind of like saw it the last of years of his life kind of thing.
Oh.
It got white on me.
Oh no.
Oh.
Puppers.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think like over the the span of like your life, like I've had a few fur babies come and go in my life, and it's just it's kind of it's always a little sad when you take on the responsibility of a pet, like where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna love them, I'm gonna take care of them, but I'm gonna outlive them probably. It's a little sad.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be an emotional wreck whenever the feral beast babies, whenever their day comes. I am not ready.
Well, they're still young.
So. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Like that, it is. Fingers crossed, a very, very long time away. But
yeah,
like they're my biggest fear is that they are just so bonded to each other. It's just I don't know if one can be without the other.
Oh.
There's more of the 3 a.m. brand gremlins. My cats are mortal and they will die.
Oh,
sorry, me.
kitties.
Yeah, I remember one time I think I was like talking to a friend. They're like, "Why are you crying?" And I'm like, "I remembered my cats are going to die at some point." And they're like, "What? Are your cats sick?" No, they're fine.
How dare you?
They're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine. But you know, a billion years from now, it's going to happen, and I'm not emotionally ready.
Eh.
But yeah, I assume you got the same thing, yeah. For Palom and Porum, yeah.
Oh.
Because yeah, I assume that pair is also probably very bonded as well.
Oh.
That is unfortunately the sureties of life: death and taxes.
Oh no! I just discovered a new TIE pilot suit I want to do.
Uh-oh. What kind of TIE pilot is it?
A new one from the Andor TV series.
Oh, I'm excited for that show.
I'm going to the premiere in Toronto.
Yes. Exciting. If you meet what's his name? Gabrielle.
Oh, Gabrielle Luna?
Yeah. Stalk him for me, okay?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll say my friend Elizabeth loves you.
Okay. And then you can stalk him for me, right?
If he's even there, if I even get a picture of him, that'll be lucky, okay?
Okay.
Like when I went to Toronto for what premiere was it? Oh, the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series.
Mm.
Hayden Christensen was there.
Oh, but no Ewan McGregor?
Nope.
Oh.
But I breathed the same air as Darth Vader for like 5 seconds, so that was cool.
I will say though, like if I ever met Ewan McGregor, I'd be like everyone else is like, "Oh, it's Obi-Wan Kenobi," and I'd be like, "I loved you in Moulin Rouge." Right? Yeah, there we go. That's me.
I would just be like, "You're hot and you're Scottish. Say something, please."
Please talk in my general direction. There you go. Lynn gets it.
Yeah, please talk. Yeah, please talk in my general direction.
Please talk Scottish in my general direction.
Yeah. I'll admit, I'm a complete sucker for Scottish accent.
Yeah.
That might be one reason why I love David Tennant.
Fair.
His Scottish brogue is very delectable.
I will say that's kind of one of the things for me, like people talk about like being attracted to like, oh, this person's got like good biceps or like they've got whatever. I find for me, the voice is one of the first things where it's like, yeah, this person's in the Venn diagram of things Elizabeth likes. Like if you've got a voice that is weird, it's like, no, sorry.
Yeah. Also, did you know that David Tennant was also a Star Wars character?
Oh, which one was he?
He was in one of the cartoons. He was a big force beast. Like he was like a gigantic creature that was very philosophical in a kind of trippy.
So like a philosophical wampa.
Not quite, not a wampa. He was even bigger than a wampa.
Bigger than a wampa, dang.
He may or may not have been a hallucination.
Oh, a hallucinatory David Tennant.
It's not made very clear, which is, I think, kind of the point, because although I think everybody treats his character like he was there, so. But the episode was kind of trippy. But in any case, yeah. And it was quite delicious hearing his voice. And I was like, yay! Now he's both a Whovian and
a Star Warsian.
Star Wars. Yeah. I was like, 2 of my fandoms have the same hot Scottish guy in it. And right. Star Wars has 2 hot Scottish guys because they also have Ewan McGregor.
Ooh.
So, I'll take it. I'll takes it. I might have a thing for hot Scottish guys, Elizabeth.
That's okay. I ain't gonna judge.
Also hot British guys, because Sean Bean in his prime.
I may have giggled stupidly at Michael Fassbender at times.
Oh, that man. Oh, talk Magneto to me. I'm not. You know me. I'm not a huge like shipper or anything.
Yeah.
X-Men First Class. That movie forced me to be a Charles and Eric shipper.
See, the thing is for me is I think Magneto is too good for Xavier, especially after X-Men 97.
Oh yeah.
Like I may at some point need a t-shirt that says Magneto is right.
Yeah. I
Don't say Sasha's being nasty. She's not being nasty.
How am I being nasty?
Because you like boys.
I like hot Scottish guys. Also, speaking of hot Scottish guys, James McAvoy.
Ooh, yeah, he good. Good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're so filthy and hetero. So sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I'm vanilla like that.
I have this weird thing where it's like, oddly enough, like when I tend to do like, you know, I'm straight, but like when I play certain games, I end up gay. So like, say for instance, when I played Baldur's Gate 3, my ship was Karlach. Karlach is 100%, you know, registers as female. But yeah, like I'm not like, it's just one of those things where I find it a little bit weird sometimes, where it's just like it happens a couple times to me in Atelier games where it's like, wow, I like this character. Wait, this one's a girl. Oops.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I find there was a wisdom I received from a friend of mine when we were playing, funnily enough, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and someone asked him, why do you keep playing the Asari, which is the lady aliens, the blue lady aliens? And they're like, why do you keep playing an Asari? He's like, if I'm going to be playing this game for 3 hours, I want to stare at some hot lady ass. And it's like, I mean, that's fair.
That's fair.
He's like, it isn't about like, he's like, I don't got any of those secret feelings. I appreciate a booty. And it's like, okay. Honest.
I mean, the way I think about it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with appreciating beauty, right?
Yeah, of course.
Beauty in any way, shape, or form, you know.
Yeah.
That being said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being, you know, LGBTQ.
Yeah, of course. Everybody is what they are.
Exactly. And you should be proud of whatever you are. Unequivocally. But yeah, I mean, like who you like.
Yeah. Like I will say, like anyone who's been watching me play like Atelier Yumiya, the fact that I've basically been yelling angrily at all the boys would basically that happens to me in every Atelier game. I get mad at all the boys and I hate them.
Oh. Exactly, Teacup.
I mean, hey, why not?
Yeah, why the heck not?
Yeah, unfortunately, my Ben Starr obsession will continue because I think it's next week, literally. The next a game called Claire Obscura, I think comes out. I think that's the title. And guess who's in it? Guess who's in it? It's Ben Starr doing his Ben Starr Angie Boy voice.
Uh-oh.
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 Not unlike the ICQ sound.
Uh-oh.
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 Yeah.
I will say I was kind of conditioned sometimes to like, you know, like when you're like, I don't know if you've had this experience, but like you're waiting for someone to come online ICQ or whatever. And you're like, oh, come on, where are they? Where are they? I'm alone. Come hang out with me. Maybe they hate me. Oh no, they're not coming. They're never going to show up. And then you hear that like the sign on like tutunk or whatever door sound. And it's just like, oh, they're here.
They're here.
Yay.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Especially because like, you know, kind of like with Discord, like you can stay hidden. So it's like maybe they were online, but they're hiding from me because you can choose who you are. Like on ICQ, I don't know if the Discord has it. You can choose who you're invisible to. So you could choose like, oh, I don't want to talk to Flora, only Sascha. So I'll hide my status from her, but not the other.
Yeah.
And it's made me paranoid all the time. So I'm like half convinced everyone always hates me at any given moment. Anyway. To be fair, the boy, yeah, I know that could be it. Maybe it's just because in every time I play an Atelier game, I just think the boys are idiots, and I'm just like, all these girls should just be friends with each other. Get rid of the boys. I will say that the game is generally written from a very feminine perspective. It was something that the developers were very surprised at, that the game had any crossover appeal with the male audience, because they're like, we wrote this for girls. They wrote it like kind of like with shoujo or josei manga tropes in mind, right? So they're like the fact that boys like this at all is weird to us. But like what you like.
Yep.
As long as you ain't hurting anybody, do what you want.
Yep.
Little star. Little shooting star. There we
Liz,
go.
I love you.
I love you too. All right. We got the last piece on this. Just needs to come out, and then I'm done this sprue. Yay! And then there'll be more sprues. But progress. There are less sprues than there were at the start of the stream.
I knew you would do it.
Yeah.
Because you're wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's also just inevitability. As long as you keep working on it, you can't lose progress as long as you keep working at it.
Yep.
Flippy. Oh, no.
Oh, Teacup asked a question.
Oh, sorry. How many things do you have left to cut in total? It'll be this will be the last piece. And then from there we'll go according to the instructions. The next part will be like here, let me bring up the instructions. I think it starts becoming like so yeah, the next step will be assembling this archway. So we'll be cutting and gluing, and then we'll make a cabinet. And yeah, so that will be the next step. So we probably actually like next, depending on how quick it takes to paint this stuff up, we may get to those steps next week. Ooh. Exciting. So instead of watching me put paint on my fingers, you can watch me put glue on my fingers.
Ooh, it's a change.
A new exciting experience. Elizabeth gets so good.
No, or you get to hear Liz go, ouch, every time.
We're more like, wait, no, that's not supposed to stick to each other. Ah, no. Ah. Yeah, that's what you'll be hearing. Ah!
Yeah. Liz, are your gremlins present?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Seriously, do you want me to go get them?
No.
I feels like you do.
No, don't disturb them.
Hey.
I was just asking myself.
What's the name of the PC diagnostics tool? Oh, okay. You figured it out. I'm going to say, I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. Don't ask me.
Don't ask me. I'm just a girl.
Do you come with the car?
Oh, you?
Do you come with the car?
Fucking hell. E3 has a lot to answer for booth babes.
I know, there's no feral beast.
I know. Here, let me just go get him. Clearly, I know who the star of the stream is, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be me. No, I'm doing it.
No.
Can't stop me.
Liz.
What?
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. Can't stop me.
Oh no.
There will be.
Oh no.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Okay, I don't have my headphones on, but look, it's a feral beast.
Oh.
Say hello.
Feral
Say
beast.
hello.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute.
Oh,
yes, you are,
shit.
kitty. Yes, you
Barbara,
are.
damn. She was a big one.
Oh,
She capitalized on
Oh,
but there she is. There's the baby.
hi, feral beast. It's a baby. It's a baby.
There. One feral beast.
Oh, it's a baby.
He's the baby. I don't know if you got to see her tum-tum, but yeah, damn. Guargura. Wow, I did not foresee that for a while.
Who is that?
She is a VTuber. She is one of the big ones from the HoloLive production. Like out of all of the ones that stream in English for HoloLive, because most of the HoloLive streamers are Japanese. She was part of the first group that was English based, and she was the big one of the group.
Oh.
She was the one that really took off when she launched. Yeah, she was the biggest. Like she has like Figmas and Nendoroids of her, right? Like she's that big.
Oh.
She was very popular. So I'm surprised, but then again, like streaming is not a like she started, I think 2020, maybe 2019 even.
Oh, okay.
So like she's been going for quite a number of years.
Well, shows what I know of the VTubing
Yeah, that's
world.
fine. She had small angry gremlin energy.
Oh, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I
Listen
am a
as
small
yeah.
angry gremlin, so
Yeah, 4 million subs and follows. Damn.
that's pretty wild.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think the big thing about like Iron Mouse in comparison was that Iron Mouse's popularity is quite big, but she was always considered like big for not being on HoloLive, right? Because like Iron Mouse was part of the what's it called stable V Shoujo. Also, I see Grimly made it in time for Pendulum. Hee hee. Yeah, we're getting close to that time.
Yep.
Hello, Feral Beast. What's up?
Oh, Feral Beast returned.
She's licking her chops at me, which means after she got herself free of me, she went to get a snackies.
Oh.
Which is fair.
Oh.
Snackies.
Oh.
Feral Beast, you want to come up on my lap? Here. Baby, you want to come up, Beast? Want to come up, Beast?
Puppies?
Yeah? No, you don't want to come up. He's okay.
Oh, no uppies. Oh, Feral Beast.
Funnily enough, Tater, I suspect Gura is older than she plays, if that makes sense. I always got the impression from some of the things she said every so often, I'm like, oh, I suspect, and I'm not, whatever, like, I don't care, like, stream at whatever age you want, but I suspect Gura's in her 30s. Or at least she is now. She's in her 30s now, which means she started quite late. Yeah, this is very big. Yes, yeah, Gura skewed lolly with her appearance, but yeah, I think the person behind Gura was on the older side, which is fine. Or at least older for a streamer. 30s is not old. For the record. You just feel old because everything starts breaking.
I don't know who, like, except for the VTubers we've associated with, I don't know who any.
That's fine. Honestly, that's fine.
It's like, so and so is retiring, so and so is doing this. Oh, something happened to this person. It's like, it's the same with YouTubers. It's like, this YouTuber with 10 billion followers did this and that happened. And I'm just like,
Who?
And they're like, well, no, it's like, I'll watch a video. It's like, top 10 famous YouTubers that something bad happened to. And it's like, I've heard of none of them, even though I've been around since literally the internet was created.
Yeah.
It's like, and meanwhile, it's like, oh, this person had 10,000 followers, or I don't know, whatever the big numbers are. And it's like, this person was an OG who was around since this date. And I'm just like, I don't know who you are.
Nah, I mean, the thing is, it's like, I find if their interests don't align with what you want to watch. So, like, say, for instance, like, because, like, some of the big ones, they were like, oh, they were big on Minecraft. It's like, but I don't like watching Minecraft Let's Plays. So, yeah, I'm not going to know who that is.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, even the ones that are more generic, that, are the talk YouTubers or whatever.
Apparently she's in 1999. Okay, so she'd be then, okay, I was wrong then. That would put her at mid-20s. If that is her birth year.
I mean,
fair enough.
I mean, I'm 27. Yes.
Yes.
I'm
we're all forever 27. Sorry, but the message from Grim was, I think, about Gura's birth year, which I'm surprised that's known information. But then again, the internet.
The internet.
The internet. Welcome to the internet. Please turn over all personal data.
Yep.
Yeah, speaking of, I don't know if you would really know about it, Sascha, but did you hear about 4chan?
Yes, apparently it got hacked.
Yes, it is down.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I've never actually been on 4chan, but I know of 4chan and its storied reputation.
Yeah. I would say that's a very good assessment, Grim. I've discovered if it's huge and I didn't know about it, it just wasn't for you.
Yeah. But it's like, I kept seeing these videos about this guy named MatPat, and apparently he was like super OG or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, the internet without MatPat, and it's like, who's MatPat and why are you talking about him? Like,
he was very the MatPat guy at the very least. He was very big on like weird video game theories. Like he got his kind of break talking about Five Nights at Freddy's like lore theories. But he would also do like, like Mario's actual height is this based on, the height of the mushrooms and other things that appear in the game. Like just like kind of like weird, dubiously researched claims. Like some stuff he maybe had an idea on. Some stuff it was just like, wow, you're reaching, and it shows. But anyways, regardless, he was entertaining for a lot of people.
Yeah, no, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that people enjoy stuff, but it's like, I don't know who any of these famous YouTubers are, and it's like, apparently they're like OG and have been around, and it's like, I'm OG and have been around, and I don't know any of these people.
Yeah, and that's another one. Yeah, like, this guy's apparently 12 million subs, but he speaks in Spanish, so it's like, yeah, I'm not going to watch that because, speaky Spanish.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, I watched the video, and they did a little primer on him, but it's like, you can say the game theory guy, it's like, that means nothing to me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, like, I'm glad you enjoyed him, and I'm glad the game theory guy, quote unquote, means something to you, but to me, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Except because I never watched any of his videos.
And that's okay.
So it's like, he never popped up on my algorithm, and so I never heard of him. And then all of a sudden,
he's gone.
And it's like, okay, so, dude, anyway.
Yeah.
It's like that Loki scene. It's like, okay, very sad. Anyway.
Yeah.
But apparently it's, a big deal or something. I'm not defensive. I'm explaining. Jeez.
Jeez. But anyways, yeah, Kason was another big one. Though most people know her more by, some people know her by her HoloLive identity. Wait, sorry, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about people's prior VTubing identities if they change over.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Don't worry about it. She goes for like a gangster type of aesthetic. She works on the same channel as Iron Mouse.
Oh, okay.
If Flora keeps going through Yakuza games, she actually makes a cameo in one of the Yakuza games, and you'll see her there.
Oh. I'm forever 27.
True.
I will always be 27.
Griffins are immortal.
Yes, and so are banshees.
True.
And so are dragons.
Yep.
Dragons who are the best at video.
True. As evidence when she threw us over and made herself king of the losers.
Yeah, twice.
All right. You got to be king of the losers too. So.
Yeah, we each got our turn, and then Flora did again.
Yep. All right. That takes care of that piece. Let's just rinse the brush. All right. So next I've got this piece. Oh no. They want me to mix colors again. All right. C1. Okay. They want this and all these and all these to be red.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you should just paint them all and then.
Yeah. I'm just looking. This one doesn't need to be painted. I'm just reading. So there's a chart right here, and I'm just reading through the instructions to kind of make sure I know what I'm doing. So these are all red. This piece is going to be brown and white mixed. A 1-to-2 ratio. This one will just be white. Okay.
Reginald, please mix my paint precisely.
Reginald, I require precise measurements of a ratio of 1-to-2.
Reginald, please get the numbers right. I don't have time for mix-ups.
Yeah, I will say, like, I've watched sometimes, like, I tend to, like, when I watch, like, the big VTubers, I tend to watch them as VODs or clips and not their live streams, because I find the chat goes by so fast. It's like, I can't. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I can't follow what's happening, so I would rather just watch, like, the VOD of it, you know? Because it's like the chat.
I've seen precisely one clip of Iron Mouse.
That's fair.
That was because someone else was showing it to me.
That's fair. Where did I put you? This.
The puppers was just eyeing my puppy gate.
Oh no. Pepper wants in. All right, this one's going to be harder because, like, so just to kind of give a reference, this piece is this thick compared to. So this is like two of them. So I'm going to have to be really careful when I'm punching them out.
I believe in you.
Thank you. It's just got to be a little extra careful.
You've got this, Liz.
I do. I just have to be careful.
Because you're amazing and I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, did I mention Pupper is learning a new trick?
Oh, what kind of trick is Pupper learning?
Spin.
Oh, spinning. Twirling, twirling.
Twirling towards freedom. You got it.
Get out. No. Don't. Yeah. Okay, so this is, I think, going to be the last one. because I'm just looking at the time now. So we'll just do this one. It just has to be white after I sand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that earlier, Grim. We wanted to have Tony Storm and Luther fight Reginald and the Duchess.
Yeah.
Because Tony Storm has stolen the bit of the Duchess and she must pay.
Which I'm all for.
Yeah.
Book it.
Book it.
I was telling Liz we should have a special edition stream. Not because it's anybody's birthday or anything, but because there's a grudge match to be had.
I will say, Teacup, like if there is a niche, there is a VTuber for that niche.
Yeah. It's the rule, what is it, 34?
Rule 34 is porn, so no.
Well, it's the rule something of like, if you can imagine it, it's on the internet, that rule.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, there's like a fucking cockroach VTuber, or I've seen moth VTubers, I've seen clown VTubers, like, it exists.
Yep. Are feral beasts around?
I can see one on top of the couch staring at me sleepily.
Oh, feral beast. So cute.
Yeah. Yeah, referee Clark. So there you go, like a referee VTuber.
Oh, cool. Well, one of the YouTubers I watch apparently also does VTubing now.
Sorry, who?
One of the YouTubers I watch, his name is Nocturne, Nick Nocturne.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he made a three-eyed cat VTuber, yeah.
Yeah, which I think is awesome. I don't have the mind to watch
that one I'm not surprised that he switched he went that direction, considering he has very much been the persona. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's always been Nick Nocturne, not whoever he is, whatever. So when he decided to do live streaming, it makes a lot of sense that he was like, here's my VTuber model.
Yep. He still does YouTube, but
yeah.
I think his avatar is really cute.
Yeah, it's a very cute, like, three-eyed kitty.
Yeah.
The cute.
Oh, that's cool, Grim.
Yeah, I recall that for a while. I think because what caused you to kind of like lose your Grim Fables name for a little bit was you wanted to be Corazon de Lion.
Oh.
Was going to be your wrestler name?
Cool.
Yes, honestly, yes. The kayfabe versus, the VTuber lore or whatever. Those Venn diagrams have big overlaps.
Yeah.
100%.
That's amazing.
I'm mad. I just realized. Sorry, I just noticed how the song is credited. It's credited as Atlas Sound Team. It's Shoji Meguro, you hacks.
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm mad. I'm not a big fan of like when people are like, "Oh, the sound team did this," and it's like, no, there was people. Name them. Name the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Corazon de Lion. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is, you could go down a big rabbit hole with your lore if you want to, which is fine. Like, some people, like, hey, that's where you go, and that what makes you happy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I can
I'd
also
imagine.
understand it becoming like overly daunting at a certain point too. And it's just like, how do I keep this all straight?
Yeah.
I can barely remember what I had for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Ah!
I flipped out of my hand, but it's fine.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Liz.
I didn't mean to get scared.
Liz.
I'm sorry for giving you a spook,
You
but it's
gave me a
okay.
spook.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Nothing happened. It's just it flew out of my hands, and now it lives here,
Okay.
right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Luchador Massa, not cheapos.
Yeah.
All right, I think I will call it here.
Okay, yeah. It's about that time.
Yeah, so I'll just put a lid on that. But yeah, like good progress. I did this,
Yeah.
and I did these, and I did all of those.
Yay.
All these up here. So good progress.
Yeah.
And then then next stream is just going to be painting these, and then we get to go to the assembly instructions.
Ooh,
Oh
that's
my god,
exciting.
exciting! Anywho, let's switch on over to the schedule. Schedule this.
Schedule.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again hanging out with us, and thank you, Sascha, also for hanging out. And
I'm always happy to be your emotional support, Griffin.
Yay. Anyways, tomorrow, Flora will be back at 2 p.m. to play more Owlboy. Hopefully characters will be nicer to that poor little owl. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then on Thursday, Flora will be back again playing more Boatro. Definitely because she has a gambling problem.
Nope, she does not.
Right. So, slightly breaking from tradition, there will be no stream on Friday because, as I've mentioned before, I will be at my sister's doing Easter type things and making a quark tart.
Ooh, an Easter banshee.
Anyways, so I will instead be here on Saturday at 2 p.m. to play some Atelier Yumiya before I abandon you all to watch WrestleMania in the evening. And then on Sunday, Flora and I will be doing some Cult of the Lamb, assuming remote play isn't a butt again. And yeah, also at 2 p.m. So yeah, the streams for the rest of the week, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Say the word 2 p.m. Easy to remember, but you just keep saying it until it has no. But then again, if you've got your own Easter plans, I hope you have a great Easter and enjoy your maybe non-egg based activities because eggs is too expensive now. Enjoy your Easter potato.
Yeah. Who doesn't love an Easter potato?
I mean, I like potatoes. I ain't complaining if someone gives me a potato. I'll make French fries out of that bitch. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
All right. I saw Nightbot do all the doobly doos, so I ain't gonna bother to repeat it. So let's find someone to raid.
Yeah,
no egg, only chocolate. That is also a good plan.
Yes. Yeah.
Chocolate, I guess.
Enjoy your chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Yakuza, Meow Yen, who's actually our mom, our VTuber mom, she made us all move and wiggly. She is live playing Yakuza 0. So let's go over and raid her. Okay. I don't often see her live when we are live. Oh, no, that's not how you spell it. There we go. All right. So please have a good rest of your evening, afternoon, day, and we will get the raid going.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, everyone.
Yep.
I hope you have a lovely rest of your week since I won't be here for it.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait, I haven't. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't. We're still going. I got countdown.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we raid. Aha!